Oops, one sec. Okay. I'm a little late today. It's my fault. I had to finish writing a review of something. Hmm. All right, I gotta set this up. Blah. Sunday nights are fun. There we go. Okay. Well, hopefully I'm loud enough. I can never tell anymore. Hmm. Okay. So on the plus side, I was thinking, and I think I figured out why I've been having trouble with that last objective in Atelier Rorona, which of course means I'm playing Neverwinter Nights today, because I don't think my heart can take it if I turn out to be wrong, um, and then have to try something else entirely. Uh, well, last objective in month 1, so it's not that big a deal. But I also really want to set things on fire, and I ended a kind of weird place the other day because I had a crash. I think I got, but that's okay. I didn't lose too much progress. I did pick up this quest to deal with the undead family. There's still the cheese quest I have to get to, and I have not reported the where it died on me was when I was trying to report the poor unfortunate demon influenced farmer. But since that's over with, I think maybe we can just finish up this part and go from there. Maybe. Now, is this a gate that I need to actually open? It is. It might help if I actually, like, notice that. Oh, goodness. Poor Reagan is kind of overloaded, it looks like. I didn't actually realize I'd shoved that much stuff onto her. Well, I have. I have. Well, I kind of need a meat shield, let's be honest here. And I like Reagan. So I think my initial... Did I close it again? I fucking closed it again. What the hell, man? That's what I get for fucking talking too much. Alright. So I think before I go on the cheese run, I'm going to go back to Daggerford and sell a few things and do what I need to do there. And then we'll go on the cheese run. I feel like they'll wait for me. I hope they'll wait for me. I'd like to think they'd wait for me. On the other hand, the other place ought to have stores, so maybe I just go that way anyway. So maybe I'll do the cheese run first after all. I have so many thoughts, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Oh, startling. Alright. Yeah, maybe we'll go to the cheese run. Those poor halflings have been waiting long enough. Can I ford the river? I can. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little path there. That is really kind of interesting. So, can I get up here and finish up this last little bit of dark spot on my map, which I don't like? Alright. I guess I'm stuck there. Okay. Well, there's not likely to be some sort of long-lost treasure buried in that corner there. I mean, there could be, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Alright. So where are my friendly cheese merchants? Which, of course, makes me want cheese now. Ah, here we are. Let's rest. There we are. I rested for 8 hours. That is the downside to playing a mage. You have to rest a lot. Alright, so where is the lady in question? There she is. Millie and Porto. Save. And let's go to Gillian's Hill, or Gillian's Hill. I don't know how you pronounce it. Probably Gillian.
I bid you hello.
Are you ready to escort our next shipment to Gillian's Hill? I am ready. Oh. hear that noise? Yes, I did. Don't just stand there with your tongue hanging out like the village idiot. Make yourself useful. Go investigate. Thought you wanted to be an adventurer, dude. Part of being an adventurer is...
What?
We weren't expecting no guards. Oh, hell. Still a cutscene.
Oh!
Uh-oh, I'm getting out of here. Oh, brother. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it as an adventurer. Never mind, kill the little one. Kill him instead. I'm also little, for the record. Get him! Get him! Ah! Okay. Where am I? Oh, the bandit leader's casting fucking magic missile? Okay. Alright. Let's respond. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, I might as well try to get these two first. Get that one. I'd really rather perf but not die. Alright, I guess I should probably try to heal him.
Taste steel, villainous wretch!
Okay. Really don't... I feel like it'd be bad role-playing to fireball right now. I killed one. Nice. Okay.
I will see you dead!
There we go. Nice. Alright. Let's go loot the bandit leader. Oh, a whip. Unidentified. Perfect. Hold on a sec. I'm not doing too well. I probably need to rest. Okay. Whip +2. Nice. And a note to a bandit leader. Let's read it. Oh, this note reads, as per our agreement, simply escort the halfling and his cart to Gillian's Hill. If there's any trouble, improvise. This note is signed with a large red Y. Escort? That's interesting. Didn't trigger anything. Why would that be a thing? That doesn't make sense. If the orders were to escort and not to attack, why would they attack? What does this all mean? And where the fuck is my torch? Because I can't see with shit. Do I have a torch? I thought I did. Do I not have a torch? Did I sell my torch? No, there it is. Alright. The downside to that. There we are. There we go. You can see slightly better now. Did I ever get weapons finesse? I can't remember what the hell I've done. I did. Okay, that's gonna make things a little easier. Okay. Okay. Still, I'm intrigued. This is all very mysterious to me. Why? Hello, Ox. Well, let's save. Pardon me. Do I want to continue the journey? No, not yet. Is there anything else I can find? I don't think so. I think this is pretty much everything I can interact with. That annoys me. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well. I guess I should just take it in. Yes, continue the journey. Now we are at Gillian's Hill. And a cutscene. Porto, is it done already? Yeah, I reckon it is. Oh, you ass. So why are you still here? Scram. And I didn't rest. I think Porto has gone a little bit traitor.
I greet you.
Sedulous Crimp. I greet you. I am Sedulous Crimp, and I believe that shipment of cheese is meant for me. How do I know you're not some bandit here to make off with the shipment? Bandit? Me? How dare you say such a thing? I am Sedulous Crimp, and I ask, no, I demand that you pass this shipment on to me immediately. Alright, well here's the cheese. I suppose you'll be paying me the gold you owe me. I will, along with this receipt to take back to Millie to verify completion of the transaction. You don't trust me not to return all the gold to Millie, given his own reaction to be distrusted? Yeah, sure. Listen, mercenary, there's some strange goings-on with Millie's deliveries of late. I'm considering dropping her as a supplier altogether. But why? Well, for starters, I never know who is delivering these shipments anymore. Last time it was some foreign-looking fellow with a strange accent. This time it's some sellsword who I've never met before. Well, my name is Eric the Red, if that helps to soothe your unease, Sigelis. Takes more than a name to earn my trust. Listen, you tell Millie that she'd best accompany our next shipment, as I'm beginning to have serious misgivings about continuing our business relationship. All right, I'll tell her once I return to the Churigo homestead. Interesting. I think there's a conspiracy going on. I'm not sure any amount of gold is worth the aggravation I've endured getting this shipment to Gillian's Hill. Even the trader Sigelis seems an ungrateful lout. The life of an adventurer can be trying at times. Alright, well, it seems like I got a few options then. I can look around the town, which I probably should anyway. Who is this Yentai? Yentai does sound promising as a name, doesn't it? What's a millstone? I think there are a few quests I have here. Tradeway, Daggerford to the north, Liam's Hold to the south. Torleth's treasures. Oh, as I recall, I'm going to want to do something
This
there.
looks to be just another typical tradeway hamlet. And where is this famous hill that is spoken of? I don't see it. What? That small mound over there?
Oh, Regan. I enjoy when she gets all aristocratic. So, let's go here and let's see if we can enter the door. I cannot. It looks decorative only. Okay. Now, I might want to be careful what doors I poke into before I save. Because I am not rested. That said, I don't really want to lose the daylight. Alright, let's go down this way.
No.
Well, my disable trap's definitely not going to be high enough. Nope. And I'm going to die if I do it this way on.
No.
Whoa. Okay. I do have another option now. I don't have Find Trap, though. Well, let's go.
No.
Knock me
No.
forward? Oh my. Alright, well that's interesting. Let's put that in the journal. Alright, well actually I got this one. As I recall, that was plot related. So perhaps this will be too. Toilets, treasures. The whites. Oh, there's all sorts of interesting things in here. Why on earth? Oh, barrels of bamboozle. Would Torleth keep barrels of rocks in a shop? The large coarse rocks with golden chunks aren't even for sale. No, not gold. Apparently fool's gold. Not fool's gold either, or just any fool's gold. This batch was traded by a particularly unsavory dwarven merchant to a local prima donna sculptor named Eugist Glemp. Eugist wished to create a gold casting of himself for posterity's sake, although the locals would quite disagree, saying posterity was the last thing they wanted from Eugist, the first being his posterior on the road. The sculptor, never being very good with money matters, had bought the fake gold using a loan from Daggerford loan shark named Vladimir, telling him that his golden statue could be used as collateral should he not be able to repay later. Fool's gold, as it turns out, makes for very poor collateral, and that fool Glemp was forced to flee in all haste from the Daggerford region. Vladimir found nothing but barrels of useless ore in the sculptor's abandoned studio and stormed off fuming. Torleth, a competitor of Vladimir's, laughed so hard at what had happened, he had the barrels bought into his store just so he could get a chuckle at Vladimir's expense once in a while. Alright. Well, I wonder.
Treasures indeed. I don't doubt that there are some valuable items hidden amongst the bric-a-brac. Ooh, let's look at those tables.
Alright. Let's see what we got. From the heart of the Lithertson Marsh comes the gourds of a giant fruit. Hollowed out and then dried to have a hard shell exterior, they are used extensively by the lizard folk as great vessels with which to hold a variety of liquids, from fresh water to special fermented drinks, to small swimming snacks. Ew. This gourd, however, seems to have been used for something entirely different. Carved onto its hard surface is the word butterfly, besides which are 3 straight line marks. According to the local sea tales in the Daggerford region, Aldrine Lugar, a sailor who had been washed over the side of her vessel during a storm, awoke on the beach of a small rocky island. The island afforded very little aside from grasses and scrub brushes, and even less in the food department. Tiny blueberries were the only edible things, and within a couple days she had finished eating the meager amount she could scavenge. The only other creatures on the island were the colorful dancing butterflies, and to the shipwrecked sailor, the butterflies symbolized freedom of being able to fly away from her imprisoning predicament. Resigned to her fate of starvation on this miserable rock, Aldrine waited for the inevitable. However, something large and purple floated ashore overnight and spelled freedom, a gigantic gourd. She had heard of such things existing in the famous Lizard Marsh. This one must have been swept out to sea from there. There was still a cork wedged into its spout, which must have prevented it from sinking on its long voyage. Using her knife to carve the name Butterfly onto the side of her newly discovered craft, Aldrine then lashed herself securely to the gourd with vines and set out to sea. Umberlee's malicious intentions must have been turned elsewhere, for it is said the sailor found herself not far from the mouth of the River Delambere. But 3 days later, riding a giant gourd on the rough ways of the Sea of Swords can't be called the most comfortable of trips, but it is definitely better than passing away among the butterflies. Okay, that's a cool story. White Stag of Dargandale. Effortless. The proud White Stag of Dargandale eluded poachers for decades in the Dargandale forest. This pleased the peasantry greatly, as the creature was seen as a sign of good luck when it was spotted. It was not until the day of Wargaz the Black, who laid a cunning trap in the forest, that the white stag was finally captured. Merely mounting its head upon the wall was not good enough for Wargaz. He declared that he would have the creature slain and then completely stuffed from head to toe, to be kept in his personal chamber to remind him how fantastic a hunter. Oops, I meant to scroll down. I hit close. He was. The unfortunate creature was indeed killed and stuffed as predicted, despite the angry clamor from the peasantry. What was not predicted, however, was that a traveling druid would one night sneak into Wargaz's chamber and temporarily bring back to life the spirit of the white stag. The animated stuffed creature soon exacted revenge upon the sleeping man with its sharp antlers, savagely striking again and again, shredding up the bed in the process. Wargaz the Black was found dead the next morning, pierced in innumerable places. To his servant's shock, completely covered in down stuffing from his mattress. The immobile stuffed stag stood in the corner, staring woodenly onto the gruesome scene, and it had nothing to say. It was later jested that by the peasants that it was Wargaz who in the end got as good a stuffing as any man could. If you look closely, you can still see traces of blood upon the antlers. Okay, that's awesome. Goodness, I'm gonna have to think about. I bet there's gonna be a couple of options on how to deal with this, so. The wooden table surface on this round table has been worn and scratched from overuse. There's even initials etched into the woodwork, along with other self-glorifying inscriptions. That actually seems like something to interact with. The haunted armor. Let's see what's back here. Oh god, there's so much stuff. The creaky table is piled high with an assortment of rubbish. Hidden in the rubbish, you spot a few bits of useless junk. Almost lost in this mound of useless garbage is a small sign that reads, "Choose any one item from this table for 300 gold pieces." Let's carefully inspect. Your keen eyes spot some treasures hidden in this mound of discarded trash. On the other hand, on second thought, are they treasures or just more trash in disguise? Oh, that's interesting. Potion of camouflage. I do like a box. Ancient ornate key. And a rapier unidentified. Well, the glowing rapier I don't want. Gotta go with the key. Lost 300 gold pieces. Other patches. Govan's gloves. That's actually not bad. The brush of barbs is so known because of its overgrown thickets of thorns that have overrun the trees and woods in the area, making trekking through the brush a very difficult endeavor. In some spots, the brush is impassable due to the volume of thorns. One such spot is the sequestered grove of the Stone Circle of Govan. Constructed by an elven druid named Govan Urfindel over 200 years ago, the Stone Circle of Standing Stones was meant to provide a meeting and ritual place for the good-aligned druids. It is said that the trees, thickets, and vines were the ones who moved the heavy stones into place with accurate precision. Alright, that looks like it might be useful, or at least sellable, for something a bit more than that. So let's take that. Thieves' tools, no. Junk. Let's see what this says. Chime of opening. Knock. And a large box. Nah. Maybe. I do like a box. I'll think about it. Yep, there we go. Let's look at the haunted armor. The golden finish on the suit of armor is highly alluring. However, two things shall dissuade prospective buyers from ever contemplating purchasing it. Sorry, tripping over my tongue. The first is that it is not solid gold, but merely gold-plated. Undoubtedly, it was a frugal knight who had originally had it commissioned. The second is that it is haunted. In much the same way that an angry resident ghost can terrorize a household, so it is with the haunted armor. At one point, the armor had belonged to the benevolent Lord Ulthar, but his treacherous and ambitious nephew, Prince Zerast, soon saw to shortening the king's reign. The night before the king was to take part in a tournament, Xeros poured a special poison all inside the suit of armor. This quickly disposed of the king the next day. Almost. Somehow the king's ghost remained with the armor. Prince Xeros did not know of this until his coronation, when he donned the golden suit to receive his crown in full style. It was later noted that the prince had become increasingly agitated as the servants went on, repeatedly looking over his shoulder and above him, complaining of the whispers around him. However, before he could be crowned king, he fled shrieking in terror from the hall, tugging at his armor to remove it, and in the process, inadvertently tripped over the battlements and into the moat. It is a well-known fact that knights in shining armor make very poor swimmers, and so he sunk to his death. It is said that both the spirits of Ulthar and Xeros now occupy the armor, forever in torment together. Anyone foolish enough to wear the haunted armor could very well join them. That's cool. Alright. Let's see what's on the cluttered table. Alright, let's see. 400 pieces. Alright, let's see. Kukri. No. Poison arrows are not bad, though. Glowing flail shaft. I want that.
Ugh, this pack is heavier than I am.
I know. What's this? Garlic. Sickle +1 is not bad. I think that'll sell for more than 400. What's this? Poet's Song. Unique power. Long ago, near the ancient shores of Torslinda, an old poet dwelled alone in crumbling Dargard Keep. Each night, by flickering candlelight, the old poet labored to wrap his thoughts in ink and verse. Already blind with age, the poet felt the bitter kiss of fate, for he lived long enough to touch his beloved son's gravestone. In the dark keep, upon rows of faded scrolls, the old poet patiently scribed his stories, using powerful runes of blood. Many long years later, a noble lord and lady departed on an epic island adventure, and arrived upon the shores of ancient Torslinda. The lord and lady explored the forgotten ruins of Dargard Keep, and discovered several of the blind poet's scrolls. These treasured works of art have been passed carefully from generation to generation, so that old poet's colorful songs have entertained and inspired hundreds of hopeful adventurers across many lands. Goodness. Each of the blind poet's songs is about a different theme. This particular song is about the old poet's fear of death. When sung by a bard, the bard gains a brief mastery over death, and his nearby enemies suffer damage. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright. Okay. I kind of want it. But no one's a bard. Still, it's interesting. Okay. Let's see the mysterious sea creature statue here. This statue looks familiar. Perhaps you've seen it in a recent little jaunt across the Sea of Swords, along with lusty pirates or sailoring troglodytes? No? Well, contrary to what may have been implied in earlier said jaunt, this statue clearly does look like a dolphin. Huh. I wonder if that's a reference to Pirates of the Sword Coast, which is another DLC, and I might play that at some point. Alright. Let's look at this other stuff.
Why does Torlith collect all this useless rubbish? These pack rats always amaze me.
Okay. Oh, 100 gold pieces. And more junk. Ah, shoot. Map of Black Lake. This map of the Black Lake District is well annotated. Ah, I failed. And easy to memorize. Okay, well. Gold ring. I think the gold ring will sell for more than that, but I feel like I'm missing something good. Can I try again? Yeah, maybe. Lord Alex's Boundless Beer Stein. Lord Alex, famed highway bandit and pub-crawling pontificator, and his wizardly friend Cathesis devised for him a magic ale mug that never runs dry. Each time the vessel is drained of its contents, the stein instantly refills itself to the brim with a bounteous helping of dark, frothy stout. Interesting. Short sword +1, that is definitely useful. Alright. Bullets are useful too. The twig. Huh. Members of the Wayloon militia would often relate this story on how this item came into their possession. During a raid on a smuggler's den just outside the city, the militia came upon a middle-aged gentleman sitting atop a pile of stolen goods. Not taking notice of the soldiers, the man focused on a small stick that he used to tap out a rhythmic beat on the chests and barrels around him. When told to surrender, the man refused, causing the militia guards to joke about how the fellow seemed ready to fight off an entire army with nothing but a twig in his hand. Had they known what would happen, the soldiers might have retracted their joke, as the entire unit was engulfed within a blazing inferno. Oh, well, actually, that one I think I will take. Alright. Dagger unidentified. Ah, another crap knife. Rusted. No, thank you. Alright, let's see what's up here. 50 gold pieces. Oh, yes. I succeeded. An empty Stein? Well, that, I think, is definitely worth it. Nope. Nope. That's actually pretty good. I think that's worth it. Dust for Disappearance actually is pretty good. Alright. So let's finish looking at shit down back here. And then we'll talk to that guy and see if we can sell some of the overloaded shit I've got. The boiler, as it was commonly referred to by the Flaming Fist Company of Baldur's Gate, was a large iron cauldron used to pour boiling oil onto unwelcome invaders who attempted to scale the city's ramparts. Unfortunately, the boiler often displayed the nasty habit of rocking backwards after being emptied over the wall, and splashing its operators with sizzling oil. This made it a terror among the troops. Some pronounced it the contraption as lethal to the defenders as it was to the invaders, and all efforts to fix it have proved fruitless. To have simply replaced it would have been the most logical solution, but doing so would have been seen as a great insult to the city, as it had been a gift to the Flaming Fist from the noble family of one of the deceased Grand Dukes. Sergeant Lucas of Tyrrell, however, saw a golden opportunity during one particularly turbulent attack by an orcish horde. Having run out of oil and faced with a swarm of snorting green orcs clambering up the wall on a crude ladder, Lucas had his troops heave the boiler itself right over the edge and onto the scaling attacks below. The effect of the horde on the horde was marginal, as more of the creatures moved in to fill the fallen ranks, but the soldiers were all smiles at the outcome. The important thing was that the boiler was gone for good. No one truly knew where it had disappeared to after battle, though it is said to have been carried off by one orc chieftain to be used as a cooking pot back home. How it ended up in Twiller's possession is an even greater mystery. Alright, Wazir's Wand. Let's poke it. Wazir's Wand. 500 gold pieces. Walk away. I don't need that. The Army Banner of Daggerford. During one of the bloody wars with the hordes from Dragonspear Castle, the Army Banner of the The Army Banner of the Daggerford militia was lost as the militia forces retreated to regroup closer to Daggerford. The orcs and other devilish creatures brought the banner back to Dragonspear Castle amidst much reveling, where they propped it up on the top of the tallest tower as a trophy. The castle, which was crawling with thousands of orcs, and worse, was impregnable. The life expectancy of a rat inside that horrible place was considered to be under a minute. With his militia demoralized, the Duke of Daggerford knew that the only way to prevent a crushing defeat was to recover the army's banner, yet such a task seemed impossible. Despite the suicidal odds, and to everyone's surprise, one militia soldier immediately stepped forward to the challenge. Kaylet Westbill had never been known to be the heroic type. She did her duty as best she could, but shied away from risky missions that forged heroes. That had been something her father, a famous hero for hire, had excelled at. However, she did have one thing in her favor. She knew of a way into Dragonspear Castle that would allow her to take the banner right from under the noses of the orcs. Striding out of the Duke's field tent after volunteering, she immediately rode to her small stone cottage several miles away. Opening a small box that had been kept by her father, she found the object she was looking for, a small magical whistle. An hour after blowing it, a gigantic shadow loomed over her cottage and across her awestruck face. Later that same day, Kaylet re-entered her leader's tent and unfurled the army banner of Daggerford before an astounded Duke. "How?" was all he could bring himself to say. She brought him to the tent door and pointed outside. Before him stood a mighty bronze dragon, flexing its wings before a group of astonished militia. "I called in an old debt to my father," she explained. "It didn't take much to fly to Dragonspear Castle, swoop down to the tallest tower, and quickly snatch the banner. The stupid orcs probably didn't even know what had happened until after we left." So impressed was the Duke that he commissioned the dragon to fight alongside his army. At their next battle, it was the orc rabble's turn to flee, and be subsequently cut down by the Daggerford cavalry. Wow. Oh, let's see. Come on, guys. Let me through. You assholes. Get out of my fucking way. Thank you. My people are annoying. Oh, there are stairs down. Curious contraption that goes boing. Deep beneath Gillian's Hill, or Gillian's Hill, lies an ancient tomb as old as Netheril, or perhaps older. It was pillaged long ago from the Underdark below, and was even used as a base at one point by a band of Illithids that controlled the minds of the tradeway travelers, luring them to a mindless doom into the tomb. The tomb itself can only be entered through an invisible portal, the location of which is practically impossible to find. The last group of adventurers who did manage to find it returned from the depths carrying this strange item, undoubtedly a leftover from the time of the Illithids. None of the adventurers, all of whom were fighters and barbarians, were able to figure out what a crystal on a bouncy spring actually did, and so, deeming it worthless, they sold it to Torla for a few gold pieces. Torla keeps it around for the kiddies, who enjoy bouncing on the curious contraption. The Illithids would be horrified. That is funny. Glimp and Granite. Sculpted by the almost famous local sculptor Aegis Glimp. This statue was presented as a gift to the good people of Gillian's Hill. Despite the benefactive gesture, folks around the hamlet couldn't help but notice that the statue looked an awful lot like Glimp himself. So it came as no surprise that late one night, someone decided to do a little sculpting refinement of their own. Aegis was enraged when he saw the result and stormed about Gillian's Hill in search of the culprit, whom he never discovered. It had been his intent to rebestow yet another masterpiece onto his deprived fans, those ungrateful peasants, as he endearingly put it. This time, however, it was to be a gold casing of himself mounted upon an obelisk, a very tall obelisk, with a very out of reach of the barbarian chisels. Unfortunately, Aegis disappeared not long after this incident, and before his new masterpiece was even started, and the embarrassing statue was moved somewhere where decent folk wouldn't have to look at it. Hi, Dirk Loves Loot. How are you? Thank you for subscribing, Plunge. How are you today? Ah, yes, the squids. That is a great emote. I am looking at weird shit in a shop. I am planning to do something mean to the shopkeeper, I think. But first, I'm exploring. 500 gold pieces. Ah, thanks. Is it working okay? I've been readjusting the sound, and I'm glad to hear that, Dirk. It's been a while. All right, so the lover's boat. Wonderful. Thanks, Plunge. The simple rowboat it's the one you recommended to me. I got it a while back, but my old one was working okay, so I hadn't installed it. Finally, my old one decided it no longer recognized any of my USB ports, so it was time to try the new one. Alright, so this says, this simple rowboat was the vessel of a forbidden love between the young man Petrolio and the young woman Galenia, who were separated by a river. Uh, their respective families greatly disapproved of the match, but this did nothing to deter the passion that had been ignited between the two. Yeah, I am having trouble talking. Their first meeting in the marketplace, where their eyes had locked for but a moment, had been the spark that had started it all. The chance touch of his hand upon hers at the theater, when they both reached for the same refreshment, became the kindling for the youthful yearning, and finally their talk alone, together outside the balcony at the Duke's ball, became the bellows that fanned the flames of desire to the highest levels. Petrolio and Galenia decided that they had to be together, that their hearts could not bear the constant separation. And no familial wrath, nor fear of societal scorn, not even the gods themselves could keep them apart any longer. Wait for me upon the morrow's eve, Petrolio whispered to Galenia as they parted for the last time at the Duke's ball. You did. I can see if I can find it. One sec. Let's see if I can find my Amazon orders. It was the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset. So I quite like it. And I have not stepped on it yet. I feel like it was less expensive than that when I bought it though. So I think I got it on sale. Very nice. Okay, anyway, where am I? I'm an idiot. Where the heck am I? There we go. Here I am. Okay. Alright, so, under the cover of night, I shall arrive by my boat to the dock of your house, and together we shall float away upon the watery divide that once separated us. Galenia kissed him and responded in a hushed voice, and I shall await you, Petrolio, my love. Your voice is aphrodisia to my soul, and I yearn to hear it again, before long. It was never known who had overheard their conversation, be it a member of one family or the other, but it was surely the same insidious individual who drilled the hole in Petrolio's boat, causing him to be pulled down to his death in the swirling dark waters of the river. Ah. Galenia was to wait in vain, and eventually wither from a broken heart, from her life's great love, which seemingly abandoned her. Theatrical troops along the storied coast have recounted this tragic tale, sitting in this very boat for the drowning scene, an ensuing soliloquy. Is most assuredly a replica of Petrolia's famous boat, detailed right down to the cork that had been pushed into the drilled hole in the bottom. Oh, well, that's a sad story. That is a very sad story. Let's see what's down here. Locked. Oh, hey, stop that. Stop it.
Say hello to my cross. Right, I can do that.
Thank you. Don't waste your fucking bullets on it. Alright. Success is not possible. Oh, something did work there. Sometimes it's the knock spell that works. Alright, so now we're in a strong room. I should probably rest at some point. I also maybe better find traps as a thing later, because neither of us are terribly good at this trap thing. Ah, knock knock. Hey, Puff. Oh, I can't do it. Can you? Dude, where are you? Oh, my fault. I left him up there. Come on. Alright, I'd really rather not die. So I'm gonna see if my good friend can actually disable this lock for me. Nice. Okay. So there's the Duke painting that I am supposed to replace with a fake Duke painting. Because I'm like that. There we go. So now I'll talk to the guy who owns this place, now that it's already been done. I have to say, being a sorcerer is kind of fun. Uh-oh. Fuck. No. Fuck. What the hell was that? Let's talk to these people and see if they know what the hell's going on. Strange fellow, that Yentai. Sets him up in the dingiest shack in Gillian's Hill and says he's open for business without even trying to pretty the place up first. Alright, not sure what the heck that cutscene was, but I suppose I'll find out. In the meantime, let's see if I can go talk to the shopkeeper and get rid of some of my bullshit. Hello, Torleth.
I bid you good day.
I'm Torleth, and this is my shop, Torleth's Treasures. What can I do for you? Although the store owner is smiling, you sense a nervous tension in the room, as if he's holding something back. Is everything all right with you? You seem a little out of sorts. Out of sorts? I suppose I am, though it's no wonder with all that's been happening around here of late. I mean, how much tragedy can one hamlet bear before it breaks under the strain? This used to be a thriving hamlet before the sickness came. Don't even talk to me about the constant lizard folk raids. Okay. Oh, I forgot, I'm here for another thing too. Oh, awesome, Dirk. I really liked it. I didn't think I would. Alright. Sickness? Sickness, plague, pestilence, words just can't do justice to the misery of watching a loved one wither away before your very eyes. The sickness took my wife, and it'll take a lot more folks before it's run its course. I'm sorry to hear about your wife. That must be hard to deal with. Well, thank you, friend. It's been hard, but I'm just trying to make do. Death is another part of life, in a way. It'll come to visit me soon enough. Oh, I kind of feel guilty for stealing this guy's portrait. I've come to aid your hamlet. Liam's son Miss told me of the plague, and thinks vampirism is the cause. Listen, I know my way around crypts, and have fought a few undead in my time, and vampires leave bite marks. When I put my dear Sarah in the ground, her neck was as whole and lovely as ever. No, it was the sickness that took my Sarah, not vampirism. However, if you feel strongly about this, pay a visit to Calloway, who's out tending the orchard. He'll take you to Mabda, who has an idea or two to share on vampires. Do you know Vladimir? Yeah, I know Vladimir. Though most days I wish I didn't. You have a problem with him? No, no problem at all. But that isn't preventing me from trying to run me right out of business. I guess he just doesn't like the competition. Don't let him wreck all over you. Fight back. No, that's not my style, friend. I prefer to let the chips fall where they may. Over the years, I've seen my share of dealers come and go. And one thing I've learned is that reputation is everything. If folks don't trust the dealer, there's no way they'll trust the validity of his goods. Ah, shit. One of these days, Vladimir is going to do something that betrays that trust. I'll be waiting there to take up the slack. So it sounds admirable, but what would happen if yours was the reputation that suffered? I'd be sunk, of course. As I said, my good reputation is the one thing that differentiates me from my competitors. Oh, shit. Now I feel guilty. You know what? When did I last slave? Down here? I may talk to him first and then see if I'm gonna still replace the portrait. Maybe I'll have an opportunity for a double cross. It was fun though. I really, I'll be honest with you. I didn't have high expectations at all. I figured it was gonna be like, at best it was gonna be like the other movie from like the way back when, and I thought it was gonna be terrible, but it wasn't. It was really really entertaining. I am happy to admit when I'm wrong. Okay, so I think I'm gonna talk to this guy before I replace the picture and see if maybe there is another option. Because honestly, I like this guy. I don't want to see bad things happen to him. And also, I kind of want to chase those lizard folk when I get a chance, so. Let's rest a bit. Now, the only problem is I can't really sell things to him like I could the other guy.
I bid you good day.
Alright, so I've already talked to him about this. Alright, out of sorts, yes. Sickness. Sorry to hear about. Okay. Can you tell me about Gillian's Hill? Gillian's Hill is a fine little hamlet with lots of history. It's named after an elven ranger, Gillian Cantelar, who used the area's high points to keep tabs on local bandits. Gillian was a right hero to us merchants. The tower that he used to spy on... No, he's got a woman's name. Okay. Bandits. Well, then again, this is the same setting as Artemis and Trary. It still bugs me that no one ever comments on the fact that he's got a woman's name. Though it probably does explain some of his issues. Okay, talk to Sedulous Crimp if you want to know more about Gillian and his tower. Where can I find him? Oh, you'll run into Sedulous soon enough. He's got his hands in a lot of folks' business in and around Gillian's Hill. I guess it goes with the territory of being a distributor. As for me, I try not to get involved in other people's business. I collect my wares, sell them to the nice folks like yourself, and then just keep to myself. How do you come by your wares? Found most of them by hunting around old crypts and whatnot. Others I got from trading with merchants traveling up and down the tradeway. Have a browse. Okay. I have some other questions. Do you know Vladimir? Okay, so back to this. Bite back. Okay. Alright. I'll go have a look.
I bid you good day.
Alright. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. He'll never stop until he sees you out of business. We shall see, we shall see. Alright, well, it's not giving me away. Well, I tried to warn the guy. I did, so I guess
bid you good day.
Alright, I've already done this. Lizard folk? Ah, they plagued for years. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to go sabotage the guy after all. I feel a little guilty about that, but it is what it is. Actually, speaking of, I need to borrow my pack mule. That's a horrible thing to call a woman, but there you go. You can carry this, please. And... probably shouldn't give you that. That's a quest item, so to speak. Speaking of, I should find that guy and, like, yell at him. No, not that. There we go. There we go.
Right, I can do that.
No, you can't. Stop. You're gonna try to shoot it. I don't want you to shoot it. Alright, I'm gonna not spell it.
Right, I can do that.
There we go.
I can do that.
I appreciate that. Alright, now let's get over here. Come on. Dude. Thank you.
There you go. Right, I can
wouldn't
do that.
sabotage this fellow if it weren't for the fact that I need to get Vladimir to back off of some poor kid's family. So that's the main reason I'm doing this. I would love to plot against him, but it is what it is. And the other guy didn't have any options for me, so I guess he's shit out of luck. I am chaotic good though, so I had to weigh. Alright. What are the lizard folk doing here? Interesting. Alright, well, it's daytime, so daytime's good. Now, guess I can try to go in here. Ah, sedulous. Let's talk to this guy. Can I sell things to you?
Yes.
Alright. If I'm not mistaken, you're the man who delivered Millie's cheese shipment. You'll have to be brief. I'm the busiest distributor on the tradeway and have little time for chit-chat. Alright. I would assume that you have knowledge of this hamlet and its people. I do. Other than Torleth Mundospare, who runs Torleth's treasures, I bet probably been in Gillian's Hill longer than anyone else. What would you like to know? I've been told that a lot of folks around here are dying of disease. What would you know about that? Not much to tell, really. Plagues are not uncommon in these parts, though it's been a while since we've seen one this bad. Of course, not everyone thinks it's a plague. Superstitious fools. These poor farmers always look for a cause for their misery, instead of just accepting illness as a natural component of living and dying. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer we talk about something else. Alright, well, when I first entered Gillian's Hill with Millie's shipment, I saw Porto Chorigo speaking with a tall, shadowy figure who then disappeared inside his home. Ah, that would be the newcomer in Gillian's Hill, an exotic, dark-skinned fellow by the name of Yentai. It was this Yentai who brought me one of Millie's previous shipments when I was expecting her son Porto. This Yentai is a bit of an enigma. He fashions himself a merchant, yet never leaves the store, nor bothers to make the place presentable for customers. Other than that, the man is a complete mystery. Okay, how did Gillian's Hill get his? I saw a bunch of wagons at a house nearby. Ah, that's Joka, the Wainwright, who makes and repairs all my wagons. Not much to say about Joka, other than the fact that he's the hardest working fellow you're likely to meet. There. Whether day or night, Joka's out there fixing broken wheels, building new wagons from old parts. The man is a true blue workhorse, and deserves every bit of the gold we merchants pay him. What do you know about Torleth Mindlespear? Ah, he's not a bad sort, though I sometimes think he peddles junk that's conveniently labeled as treasure. His merchandise is a combination of items from passing adventurers who have offloaded goods for gold, and a few things he's collected during his own days as an adventurer. How did it get its name? It got its name from the ranger, Gillian Cantelar, who lived in a small tower just outside the hamlet. He apparently used the hill to keep watch on poachers and bandits who threatened the trade way. Gillian's tower is nothing more than old ruins now, though occasionally it's used as a flophouse for vagrants and thugs. There's a few unsavory customers up there right now, in fact. They started calling themselves the Gillian's Hill Gang. I'd pay a king's ransom to have that rabble cleared out. I'll pay them a visit then. Alright. Alright. What does a distributor do exactly? Well, ain't it obvious? I mean, the name kinda says it all. When the farmers have goods they need to get someplace, like Daggerford or Waterdeep, I'm the one who gets it there in one piece. Without a distributor, the farmers will be spending too much of their time hauling goods up and down the tradeway. This way they can focus on what they're good at, which is growing grains and tending livestock, and I'm sure the middleman gets a cut of the fee. I am wholly dependent on the local Wainwright Joka, who builds and repairs the various wagons I use in my trade caravans. Alright, I see the tradeway runs right through. It does, lad, which is the perfect spot to be in my line of work. It's akin to having fisherfolk having their house right on the banks of the river from whence they get their catch of the day. I swear if you put your ear to the cobblestone, you can almost hear the clink of gold exchanging hands up and down that glorious road. I've made my whole living off that river. May she never dry up. Alright. I wouldn't want to keep you from your schedule. Okay. So I picked up a new quest. I have a lot of quests. I should probably deal with some of them. But first, I want to explore the rest of this town, because it looks interesting. I'm not entirely certain what's going on. Oh, there's a tower. Ah, the tower. Well, do I think I'm ready to take out a gang? I think maybe I can. I'm gonna save, though. Yes. Yes, yes. I am learning. I am slowly teaching myself to save. I'm equally bad with Atelier
Find a
Run.
quick death!
Alright. Well, let's see. Is there anything I need to worry about blowing up in here? Nope. Let's blow shit up then. Ah, it's so much fun to cast Fireball.
For go-
I think he might die before this goes off, so I'm going to try to aim it at the floor near him to get the others. Oops. I was not paying attention. I'm not even sure what killed me there. Oh well. We have proven ourselves right once again with the always save policy. Always save indeed. Alright, well. Okay, is there anything else I could do? Ooh, that's a thought. I never really remember to cast Grease.
Yeah.
Case in point. Yep. Alright, so let's try this. Now, happily, I don't play on hardcore, so I don't have to worry about hitting my comrades with a fireball, which almost feels like cheating. Except that didn't work. Seriously? Wow.
You
I
shall
suck.
find a quick death!
Wow, I suck. I was doing better last time. Well, clearly I just need to hit them with fireballs. Trying to get fancy is not the way to go. It might help if I didn't have this on though. Let's put this on. Somehow I don't think trolls are going to be an issue with this particular character. I just have that thought. There we go. That's good. Oh shit. My fighter's dying. Alright.
For gold and
Oops.
gold!
Time to kick you back under your
This might take a while.
Ha!
Alright. I think actually we're gonna switch robes. I do like setting things on fire, but I'm not engaging closely enough. No one's using magic missile though. Maybe not then. Maybe not, if there's no real point. Oh well. Let's just try blowing things up. Thank you, Plunge. I appreciate that. I would make the plunge emoji at you if I were at all capable of doing that right now.
Try this on for size.
Okay. Really what I need to do is I need to keep an eye on my health and just use potions when I can.
Time to
Now.
this on for size.
There we go. That's better.
You shall find a quick death.
That seems to have worked out well. Still alive? Damn. Oh, so's that guy. Well, thank you for the good luck, Plunge. Have a good sleep.
No escape! I'll see you dead!
Did you evade my fire? I do not like that you can do that in this particular module. Oh well.
Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Now let's try something a little less fiery.
You'd better have some coin on you after all this trouble.
Well, that I agree with you, friend. I definitely agree with you there. So it looks like there's a chest in here. There's some bedrolls. On the plus side, it's a good place to crash instead of going to the markets. And there's a dagger, unidentified.
There you go.
Let's see what this fucker is. So this is a Devil's Bane. Oh, we are keeping this fucker. So I feel like that we're gonna fight a devil at some point. It's just a guess I have.
Right, I can do that.
Alright, yes, thank you. Technically I can do it too, but I like making him do it. Alright. Looks like I lived to my joy. Oh. Alright. I don't know if any of these things are going to be useful later, but this. Jillian's bow. Oh my. This bow belonged to the famed ranger protector of Tradeway, a half-elf named Jillian Kendelar. The ranger Jillian had the bow fitted with a gnomish sighting mechanism that gives the weapon tremendous range. Okay, that is a fucking awesome bow.
Ugh, this pack is heavier than I am.
This is true, it is. Let's look in the magic bag. There's weight reduction in here, I think. So let's put this in here. And maybe a few other things. Alright, that's helpful. I have a feeling that fellow might be interested in it. So let's rest again. So there are a few more quests I can do in this town, as I recall. got a lot of quests. Okay. Alright, so see if we can find that Sigilis fellow and report in. Oh, there's that Joka fella you was mentioned. I'll talk to him in a bit. Let's see if we can find the other fellow first.
Yes.
Alright, well, there's thugs up in Jillian's tower. Won't be troubling the tradeway anymore.
That's how it's done.
Nice. Yes, I heard some shouting from up on the hill and thought maybe someone paid our unruly friends a visit. I posted a bounty notice in Daggerford. Sometime go for 500 pieces. You may have that now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some caravans that need looking after. Thank you again for your help. Thank you. 500 gold pieces is not bad. Not bad at all. I'm quite happy. Now, if I could only find a shopkeeper around here worth his salt, but that's alright. I can always go back to Daggerford. Alright. So, let's go back over here. Oh, or maybe not. Let's break into this house and see what's in it.
It seems I can't.
Huh. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Let's talk. Hello, Joka Anastar.
No!
I can't believe it. Read it again. When are these blasted lizard folk gonna leave us be? Suppose I should count my blessings that me and the wife and kid are still alive, but they got me good all the same. How so? Or did they harm you or your family? Nah, typically they just grab whatever's not tied down and run back to their stinking marshes. They especially like things that look like potential weapons, which is unlucky for me. Those buggers grabbed my awl, silver-plated, been in the family for years. The filthy creatures probably mistook it for a weapon. Say, if you're chasing after those damned reptiles, perhaps you can keep an eye out? What do you say? Sure. Alright. Now, I know you adventurers don't work for free, and I got some money saved up, so tell me, what's the going rate for hunting down family heirlooms? You know, this is possibly the first guy who's ever, like, offered us money without extortion before we do the goods. So, I think Eric's gonna respond to that and tell him to keep the money. Alright. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to get back to work. Sigelis is riding hard. He's got some shipments going out tomorrow. I could offer to take him out. I don't think so. You make wagons? And a host of other folk along the tradeway, which is why I'm so damn blessed and busy. Alright. Sorry to bother you. Alright, I'm not gonna be a dick. He hasn't done anything to warrant me being a dick. Let's be fair here. Alright. So, let's look down south and see what the hell is down here. There's some wagons. There's the tower, which I was just at. I wish I could see this a little better. Oh yeah, I do have a torch. Let's go put that torch back on. Here we are. There we are. Better. Better, better, better. Okay. Milestone. Okay. I'm just gonna poke my head out and see if there's a different area I can get to from here. There is not. Oh, but I can go to the Lizard Marsh. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I love the map. I love the map and the ability to fast travel on the map to places I've already been. That is so cool. Okay, but I've not been to those places yet, so I suppose what's the oh. Ah, so I'll have to go to the Lizard Marsh to do that quest. I don't mind. But I'm probably gonna report in a few places first. Okay, so here is the Gillian's Hill Graveyard, which is a bit different than the other graveyard, it looks like. Okay. Go around this area first. We are information gathering. Once we have gathered information... Oh, the path eastward. What's the path eastward? Eastward. Board map. Okay. Okay. Ah, alright, I see. So let's go here and look around. Okay, let's... Eldred killed by Eldred killed by Martel. Martel killed by Eldred. I like that they're buried right next to each other. No solicitors. I resemble that remark. Pride from his cold dead hand. I mean, fair. Alright. Gravestone. Mr. Living proof that the lizard folk cannot be reasoned with. Aw, poor lizard folk. Maybe they can. We don't know.
It seems I can't.
Really? Alright. I'll probably need some sort of permission to access it, I'm guessing. So I guess we'll go up north and see what's in that big chunk of map I have not looked at, including that fucking Yentl guy. Hold on. Who is you? Okay, you're a farmer. Let's find out more about this Yentl guy. Make sure he's not some sort of questionable stereotype. Yentai. Yentai's bodyguard. Oh, well. With a face etched from granite and the black soulless eyes of a reptile, this gargantuan brute epitomizes the notion of a trained killer. My gosh, I'm judgmental today, aren't I? One sec. Okay. Alright. Well, let's talk to Yentai. I'm probably gonna have to kill his bandits. I'm getting the gist. Or kill his bodyguards.
I greet you.
I greet you, honored customer. Come, tell Yentai what he might do for you this night. Do you have any items for sale, Yentai? Indeed, have a look. Tell me what interests you. Yes, let's have a look. Yeah, not a bad selection. I'll be sad if I have to kill him, because this is good stuff. That was a good value. I don't know though. I might not sell him anything.
I greet you.
Have you been in Jillian's Hill long yet, Ty? No, I haven't. I'm recently arrived from Comir and hope to put down roots for a while in this quaint little burg. Please look at my wares, sir. Sure.
I greet you.
What do you know of Jillian's Hill, Ty? Precious little, I'm afraid. This is fun. Okay.
I greet you.
Saw you speaking to a young halfling fellow named Porto Churigo. Yes, the young and rather ambitious dairy farmer. He and I were merely discussing business. Porto's family sells me the world-renowned Churigo cheese. I have to carry the product in my store. Though I have no cheese for sale this night, I do have a number of other items. Thank you, Yantai. One thing I do want to see is if this makes a difference. So let's give this a try.
I greet you.
Alright, yes. Still unfavorable. No, not yet. Ah, fuck. I did it too often and my game just decided to crash. My game does not like when I open inventory or shopkeeping too often, but that's okay. I saved right before talking to this fellow. So I'm thinking... It is funny that every dialogue option leads to him promoting his wares, which is fair. Which is fair, I shouldn't judge that. He is a devoted salesman. Alright, so I gotta reload that. And I did finally figure out what the fuck I was doing wrong with the atelier. I forgot that you can use the thing and there's a fucking loop. Quality loop. I forgot how to do that because it's been a while since I played an atelier game. Alright. Now, I will try the armlets of appraisal first. But...
I greet you.
Alright. There we go. Thank you, Yantai. Still unfavorable. I don't know if I trust this
I
Yantai.
greet you.
I'm gonna save.
I greet you. I greet you.
Alright. So I've now looked. So now I'm gonna save. I'm not seeing anything I can really look at right now. Hawk-like eyes. So I've got a few quests to report in on. And a few more investigations to follow up on here, I think. Can we get in this area?
It seems I can't.
Too busy to chat. This new bird specimen I've just found is simply fascinating. I wonder what it is. I could possibly tell you. Probably not. I am no ranger. Okay, so there's someone named Magda I'm supposed to talk to. But he pointed me to someone named Calamy. Ah, fuck. I don't know where to find this Magda. Mabda, the herbalist. Okay. Where on earth is Mabda the herbalist? Well, let's go talk to Torleth again. Well, I'm very sorry I sabotaged, but... He had a tip. I can't remember what he told me to do.
I bid you good day.
Okay.
I bid you good day.
Shoot. And I had to reload since, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Where do I find this Magda? Oh, maybe this direction? I don't think I went over here. Well, no, but there's still some stuff to look at, I guess. Come on. Can I? I think this guy might be sketchier than he seems. I don't have any reason to steal his gold yet. Come on. Ah, the key. Okay, that's more gold. I'm gonna rob his gold. I had no reason to steal 6 gold, but I don't really need a lot of reason to steal more gold. So, he recommended me talk to someone, and I can't remember who it was, and now I can't get the dialogue prompt from him.
I bid you good day.
Hello, little hobo. I'm realizing that I'm frustrated with myself because I was told to do something and then I promptly forgot, and the quest thing is not enlightening. Oh, that's the fellow, Farmer Calloway.
What do you want?
Yeah? What are you doing around these parts? If you're here selling something, stranger, let me tell you right now, I ain't buying. This fellow's tan skin and caustic manner tells you he spends great deal of time working and very little time communicating with others. I've heard that an herbalist named Mabda lives around these parts. Mabda? Now why the nine hells would you wanting to see that one? She's a complete loon. It's very important I speak with her. I've heard some of the farmers have taken ill and... Hush now. There's little ones running about, and us grown-ups are trying to keep their ears free of such evil talk. Listen, this Mabda may be able to assist us. Can you take me to her? I don't see what good it'll do, but yeah, I'll take you to her all the same. Name's Calloway. Follow close, 'cause these woods grow mighty thick in places. Lead on. I love your emotes. Your emojis are great, Lilith Hobo. Ah, okay, so that's where she is. In this little area down here. Oh, these little areas are now very suspicious to me. So let's talk to this Lady Mabda.
Greetings!
And welcome, child. You've come to Mabda's at long last. Good, good. Mabda's. I'm Mabda I am. And you? You're a bright, lovely fishling caught in the wings of a whirlpool. Strange. The harder you swim, the more you get sucked down into its black, limitless center. The old crone makes swimming motions with her hands and fills her veiny cheeks with air as if trying to hold her breath underwater. A fish? Escape the whirlpool and you're caught in the nets. Haul you on deck, they do, and carve you up. Quick cuts and bloody cuts. She grimaces at her own mental imagery and looks as if she might retch. Are you alright? Your path leads to Mabda, straight as a falling star. You ask Mabda questions, yes? Mabda? I believe Liam's Sunmist wishes for you to assist me. Brings the dawn, he does. Scares away the night with light, he does. Good, Liam. Good Sunmist. Mabda, Liam thinks his problem is vampires. Do you agree? Vampy vampires sitting on a pyre. They'll cook from fire when sitting on a pyre. Bad vampies, scampies, trampies. It's not vampies that hurts these farmers, no. She shakes her white mane to and fro, and draws up her lower lip so it's nearly touching her long crooked nose. Down into the black you go, into the deep dark. He loves the dark and hates the sun. Who hates the sun, Mabda? Gothma. Gothma of the night. Gothma who hates light. Gothma whose wings fill the sky. As Gothma's fangs suck you dry. Mabda's words caused Farmer Calloway to squirm and glance from side to side, as if hoping to spy some unseen enemy. You'll have to forgive Mabda, friend. She tends to think in terms of legends and myths. So, what is this, Gothma? Old stories tell of a giant vampire bat that would swoop down and snatch up cows and sheep right out of the fields, leaving the poor farmers destitute. When the poor farmers tried to hunt down the beast, they was all turned to vampire lords who served the great bat in his underground lair. In the dead place he dwells, back in his old home, atop his old throne. The dead place. Ah, got a crypt key. Legends say old Gotham made his lair in the deep vaults below Gillian's Hill Cemetery. When I was a lad, I helped dig graves for a few coins. I still have the key to the vaults, though it's a bit rusty. Here, it's yours. Now I can take you back to Gillian's Hill if you like. Yes, I should investigate this immediately. Alright, I have a quest. Bye, Mabda. You seem nice.
Greetings!
Do you have the power to heal, Mabda? Thank you. Many thanks. This Mabda is more formidable than she seems. How the hell do I get out of here, though? Ah, maybe over here? Okay. The passage is clear now. Well, I quite like that a lot. Poor Reagan's like way, way far behind me. Alright, well. Reagan. The door's over here. Oh well. She'll figure it out. Annoying Pathfinder is annoying. Ah, there she is. She just teleported. I love that my henchmen can teleport. I can't, but they can. I mean, theoretically, I could with cheat mode, I guess. Oh, well. This is looking fun. Well, there's a big room this way and a lot of corridors that way. So let's look in the big room first. Let's see if there's anything notable. There are bats and treasure.
It appears that someone has a large obsession with bats. Just rats with wings, if you ask me.
No one did. That's grave rob. Oh my, that's a heavy looking crossbow. We'll find ourselves a favorable merchant to sell those back in Daggerford. I'm leaning towards the sorcerer guy. I like him. I feel like, even if they're not favorable, I might go to them anyway because I feel like Eric likes them best. Oh, boots. I can finally wear boots. It's fucking prejudice that I've seen here barefoot. I'm wearing boots, goddammit. Ring of Clear Thought. Well, it's not terribly helpful, but intelligence isn't terrible. Alright, so I've now looted the shit out of this room. Oh, what's that? Floor lever. Let's pull it. From far away, I hear a sound of a door opening. Well, let's hope that that was what I wanted to do. Do the bats talk? Not to me. Wonder if they would talk if I were a ranger, though. Perhaps. Or a druid. I do kind of want to play a druid shifter. It's not my fault. I saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie and it just looked like so much fun. Whoa, arm, dead. someone's arm. That doesn't seem great. Someone's torso. Dead. Vagabond rags. Okay. Oh, shoot. Prototype 230E. That doesn't look good.
Yeah! Huh! Yeah! You'd better have some coin on you
Taste
after all
steel,
this trouble.
villainous wretch!
Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Okay, let's bring them in.
Yeah!
Ha! A most palpable touch.
For gold and gold.
There we are. Oh, what the hell's that? I did not notice there was stuff in these nooks.
Ugh, this pack is heavier than I am.
That's true. Let's give it back. Caster's shield. Whoa. The warrior mage Janice Wentham carried a shield that could be carried by an armored mage into battle. With its large size and protective magic, the shield allowed Janice to lend close support to her battalion's frontline fighters. However, the shield did not afford all absolute protection, as is apparent by Janice's death from a stray arrow. In honor of her bravery, Janice's battalion donated the shield to her family, where it has rested until recently. Okay. Thank you. There's a lot of really cool item descriptions in this game, I think. Alright, so... right now, let's see what we have if I'm peer around the corridors. In the nooks. Granny's gosh, I wonder if I've missed anything. Well, it's too late to find out now in places I've already been. I just gotta keep an eye out for the places I am now. Poor Reagan. Oh, fuck. Where's the zombie warrior? Ah, there he is. How did I... Never mind. I'm not gonna ask how I missed him. We're just gonna kill him. Oh, he's on the floor. Oh, no, he's not. What the hell was I thinking? Just weird look at things. Okay. Nice. So zombies, not vampires. Still, vampires was a reasonable genre-savvy guess, I think. Wasn't correct, but it was not unreasonable. Ah. Well. Let's see if we can't...
Ortano for Digyama.
There we go.
You'd better have some coin on you after all this trouble.
The trouble with this is my ranged fighters and kind of the lead getting hit instead of the tank. That is the downside of giving the tank all the crap to carry, I guess. So, anything in there to look at? Okay.
How many more of these creatures must we fight? Whoever is responsible for these poor souls suffering the indignity of undeath must pay.
Oh my, there's...
Yeah! Ha!
Ha! For honor and duty!
Actually, I didn't need to do that one. Nope.
Montano for Digamar.
Ah, that's alright. Might rest, actually. Get my spells back. There we go. Spells are quite exhausting. Ah, here we go. What if there's stairs down or my confrontation is going to exist on this level? I don't know. Find out.
You'd better have some coin on you after all this trouble.
I like that they're immune to sneak attacks. Alright, alright. Let's see what we have here. Oh dear. Other stuff. A leg, a head, an arm. Lots of body parts here, huh? And some things to look at. Let's look at this head. Can I see the head? Oh, but I can talk to these guys. Oh. I don't know what I think about that. Alright. Daxion. And a couple of prototypes that are not hostile.
I've been waiting for you.
You've arrived just in time to witness one of my latest experiments. These zombies are your creation. Think of them as test subjects. Well, failed test subjects, really. Can't quite get the enchantment right that holds your limbs in place. After a while, things just start to falling off. My improvements in altering the response mechanisms are leagues beyond my necromantic predecessors. I've heard demon blood provides a strong adhesive when applied liberally on zombie joints. Really? How very interesting. I shall jot that down for use in my next experiments. For your assistance, I shall gift you with an early prototype of something I've been tinkering with. It's a sort of screening device with a powerful lens that identifies items of all shapes and sizes. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Alright, you mentioned altering the response mechanism. What did you mean? By design, all zombies follow the orders of their creator. In the past, such orders were limited to common commands like stand here and attack my enemies. My zombies respond to far more specific commands, such as, you desire demonstration. Very well. Zombie prototype 234A. Wave at the nice adventurer. Not bad. I'm just getting started, friend. Zombie prototype 234A. Bow to your master. They bow as well. These plans are still rather simplistic, don't you think? Which is where prototype 234B comes into play. Zombie prototype 234B. From Zastam's famed Aesthetics of Human Anatomy. Explain the basic construction of the human neck. Your zombies studied anatomy. How fascinating.
Hear me, all those with ears to hear.
The human neck is a complex array of vertebrae, discs, muscles, and ligaments. The uppermost disc connects to the spine of the skull. Nerves spread down from the neck and into the arms, which creating a sensory pathway in which... That's enough, I get the picture. My latest prototype, 235F, is nearing completion. Might be rolled out for a full-scale production within a few short months. Isn't it exciting? So what happens once you've discovered the right set of enchantments? My newest breed of zombies, capable of obeying complex commands, will completely alter Faerunian culture. Imagine a legion of such workers toiling away in our dangerous mines, guarding our town's borders from bandits and brigands. My experiments will save thousands of lives. The idea you put forth is noble. Your mode for achieving these goals is horrific. Horrific? Why, my friend, these people are dead. Mere food for worms and rockworms. And what of the families? What happens when they wish to visit their loved ones' hallowed site? I promise, once my experiments have ended, I shall reinter all cadavers in the proper place, adhering to whatever local customs are used to honor the dead. Also, this plague appears to be moving through the local populace rather quickly, so I shan't remain in Jillian's Hill much longer. You know, I've heard of a large outbreak of black rot in the farms to the south. I'll try bluffing. Black rot, you say? Attacks the brain, but leaves the body completely intact. It's perfect. Thank you, friend. I shall travel there immediately. Glad to help out. Alright, so what's the cause of the plague, though? Maybe there is no cause to the plague. Alright. It appears this Gothma fellow has little to do with the farmer's plight. A necromancer from the Dalelands who was in search of more test subjects apparently followed rumors of a plague outbreak to the small hamlet of Jillian's Hill. Once there, he set up shop in the local cemetery and began exhuming the graves of plague victims. With the help of a bat-winged disguise, he was able to use the Gothma legend to his advantage. Since he didn't actually kill anyone, I felt it best to just convince this Dax young fellow to leave the area and never return. I shall return to Liam Sunmist at the Temple of Thander in Daggerford to relate the news of my discoveries. So I've got a lot of things to report in now. What do we do with these? I serve the master. I serve the master. Alright, well. That was not what I expected. I did not think I was going to be able to resolve that one peaceably. But, I mean, if the guy didn't kill anyone, and this it certainly sounds like he didn't, I'm not sure he'd have the wherewithal to lie, to be honest. It didn't strike me as the sort. Then he's maybe... He might not even be evil. He might just be neutral and gross. But we don't want him in our cemetery. Now, there might be folks who'd be willing to sign their bodies over to that, and I think that would be okay. If they consent first. I don't know if I would be willing to do that in a fantasy world. Sign my body over to a necromancer. Probably not. If you already know the gods exist, then you probably have a decent idea of whether or not the fucking afterworld exists, and I wouldn't want to risk that. Alright, so let's head back to Daggerford, and then we'll head over... Maybe I'll report to Millie first and then Daggerford. Because I got a lot to report in Daggerford and only one in the east. Because I think the other folks are in the west. So let's go east. Of course, I did want to go to the Lonely Barrens, so maybe it would have made sense to go east next. Oh well. Fuck it. We're here now. As far as I know, nothing here has a major time limit, so... Oh. I'm in the wrong fucking area. And I can't figure out a door. There we go. Wonder what's up with that Porto fella, though. I think he is maybe a bit of a traitor, but I don't know the full story. Perhaps Millie can tell us more. Trigo House. God, I want cheese. It means business this time, Mother. We just have to do what he says and he'll leave us alone. Interesting.
Yes!
Yentai's different. He'll keep his word. Come to rest my nose in it again, huh? Listen, I know my life is about as interesting as a day-old cow patty, but I don't need an adventurer like you coming around to emphasize the point. You need to work on the customer service skills, lad. Alright.
I bid you hello.
Ah, you return. My son Porto said you ran into some trouble along the way, but that you ably dispatched the villains. Yes, Chip had his moments, to be sure. I wish to talk to you of your adventures in detail, so that I may be prepared for any future bandit attacks. Porto, please help your sister tend the cows. I have some things I need to discuss with our brave friend here. Very well, Mother, but remember everything I told you about Yentai and his threats. Yentai didn't seem inclined to make threats. Now, tell me what really happened on your journey to Jillian's Hill. Porto is good at many things, but lying to his mother is not one of them. Okay, I found this note. It's odd that these bandits would be ordered to escort the shipment to Jillian's Hill. What else did you encounter? Segellis is concerned about the erratic nature. Yeah, I suspected as much. I will escort the next shipment myself, so I might set his mind at ease. When I entered the hamlet, I saw Porto shaking hands with a dark-skinned gentleman. That'd be Yentai. Glory be to Yandala. I thought we were out of that villain's web when we left the Dale Lands. I suppose I should give you a little background on our family history with Yentai and the Iron Throne. Yes, a little background would be appreciated. From when I was young, Yentai was a constant nuisance for Chirigo cheese. At first it was simply heavy taxation. Later it became outright extortion. We Chirigos are not a fighting people, so we gave and gave until we could no longer afford to eat our own product. When that happened, we packed up and left the Dale Lands for good. However, we left behind a little surprise for our friend Yentai. Always envious of our family's success, he constantly sought to emulate our products. Knowing this, I had Porto alter one of our most prized recipes, leave it behind in the house for Yentai to find. Sure enough, Yentai cooked up a batch and served it to a few visiting Iron Throne dignitaries without even bothering to taste it first. To say that the cheese tasted awful would be putting it mildly. To this day, folks in Dale Lanes refer to it as the Suzale cheese incident. She chuckles to herself. So this Yentai seeks revenge. His directive, passed on to me via my son Porto, is to hand over all of our cheese recipes and quit the cheese business altogether. Or else, I simply can't abide that. He must be killed. Can I just ask him to leave? I know Yentai. If he's come this far, he will not leave until he's decimated Chirigo cheese for all time. Now, I'm afraid slaying him is the only way we can ever be rid of him. Will you do this? You would have me murder a crime boss from the Iron Throne? Okay, after the Suzal cheese incident, Yentai's affiliation to the Iron Throne is a fairly one-sided affair. Alright. Yeah, you can pay me. Alright. I'll agree to pay you 800 gold pieces, a quarter of which I'll give you now. Persuade. Being on members of the Iron Throne is delicate. How about 1,000? Damn, I got it. Any amount of gold I pay you is worth it when compared to the alternative. 1,000 gold pieces it is. Alright, well this is kind of an evil task, really, assassination. On the other hand, he's bullying a bunch of halflings over cheese. And given that I am myself a halfling, I think I'm going to side with the halflings. It might dock me some good points, but I think I'm okay with that. I think Eric the Red likes to side with the underdog. He puts the chaotic in chaotic good. If it turns out to be the wrong decision, well, then it turns out to be the wrong decision. I also kind of wonder if maybe Yentai is also being duped here. Because this Porto fellow seems to have a few things up his sleeve. But I'm also perfectly fine with killing him. Alright, so let's go up to Daggerford and report in on a few quests. See if I can clear some of my list. And also go and sell shit. So, let's see, I'm coming in the peasant door, which means that the Chantea temple is right here, so that'll be the first one I'd report in on. Hello, Maravinia.
Well, hello there.
Have you met with the miller? Indeed, I have, and I've made great progress. Excellent, tell me more. I found this journal explaining how a Slad named Loru drove the miller to madness. Does the Slad still live? He's no more. I slew it in its lair. Oh, I'm a favorite customer. I might sell her the stuff I have then. Slad is a fearsome foe. I thank you dearly for ending its life. I'll dispatch an acolyte to the scene to aid the miller's recovery. Now, what did we agree a reward would be? Maybe not. I'll go to the sorcerer. We did not agree upon a reward, Maravinia. All I did was in the service of the grain goddess, Chantea. I'm humbled by your benevolence, friend. Is there anything else I could do to aid you this day? Let's see what she's got. Well, a favor. Favor. Maybe I will sell her stuff. Being in favor is quite nice. What does this do? Oh, a single-use identify. Nice. Alright. I got a lot of weird shit. You never know if you're gonna need some intelligence, I guess. Copper ring. The gold ring was indeed overpriced for its worth, but that's okay. Damn. Yeah, I'll sell everything to her. I like her. I don't think I need spider venom. Kinda not in my particular idiom to use. Oh, is there 2 sling plus ones? Sell a sling. Use a sling plus 1, and I can sell a sling plus 1. Nice. Oh shit, did I sell any thieves' tools? I didn't intend to, but... No, I want to keep those just in case. Recipe for knaves. Let's sell that. Nah, I like those knockout drops. They were surprisingly useful that one time. Just the disappearance was well worth its trip, though. This seems like something that would be useful here. Damn, those things look kind of questy, though, so I'm going to keep them. But they do sell for quite a bit. I'm going to remember that. I'll have her keep her actual shield, though. Oops. Thank you. I like you. Alright. Now, we're gonna save. And we're gonna wander about and report in on some other quests. I know of at least 4 I can close. So we're gonna tell what's his name that I did a painting replacement. I do feel a little guilty about that. Poor Torleth. I feel like he's the sort to land on his feet, though. He's got a good reputation. And I did try to obliquely warn him, and he wasn't listening, so... But mostly I'm doing this for that kid's family.
Welcome.
So tell me, do you have the painting of young Duke Grayshout? I do. Give it to me. I mean, I would like very much to see it if you don't mind. Vladimir is practically salivating at the notion of having the work of art in his hands at last. Awfully eager to see something that you claim was in your possession once before. Let's just say that I failed to grasp the true significance of the piece when I had it in my possession. Well, though I regret the methods used to secure it, I'm glad to be able to help the Hallarans. Here's the painting. You have shown a degree of skill in performing this task. Perhaps you would be willing to remain in my employ a little longer. Well, I'm chaotic good. What do you need? This next task is quite above board. It requires a certain degree of skill in tracking down lost items, a sort of scavenger hunt, if you will. Are these items of the stolen variety? No. These items were all part of a legitimate collection of rare artifacts being transferred up the caravan of the trade way. The caravan came under attack. I wish it were that simple, for then we could track down the culprits and reclaim the lost items. No, the truth of the matter is that I know not when the items were lost. What do you mean? Apparently the dim-witted caravan driver forgot to lock the back of the wagon. Before long, the wagon became unhinged, leaving a trail of priceless antiquities from Bowshot to Daggerford. Vladimir gives a rueful shake of his head, apparently still dumbfounded. It's a lot of ground to cover, Vladimir. I'll never find them. It is believed most of the items fell out during a particularly bumpy stretch of the journey, because torrential rains have flooded a section of the trade way. The driver was forced to lead the team off-road and into that wilderness area that lies to the east of Liam's Hold and Gillian's Hill. I'd begin my search there, speak with some of the locals, perhaps they have information to share on the matter. Still haven't told me what I'm looking for. There are 3 items. The first is a piece of original sheet music from the Silvery Moon's Conservatory's greatest composer. The second is an Uthgard burial token believed to have buried with the first Uthgard tribal chieftain. And the last is a golden chalice from the famed city of Mesro in the jungle lands of Chult. Alright, well I'll do my best to locate these items and return when they are in my possession. I wonder about this song, because there's a song in Torleth's possession. But maybe that's not it. Okay. Still though, it seems to be reasonable. Okay, stop that.
Welcome.
Alright, so I gotta kill the Yentai. Okay. I should find Davy. Piece of elven sheet music. I might look at Torleth's collection again and see if that applies. I mean, it was a blind composer. I don't remember if the composer was elven or not. So, alright. Let's get the heck out of here for now. Oh, can I get out of here? Come on. Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye!
The outlook is golden. Alright, yeah, whatever. Okay. I need to go find the Temple of Lathander. It's here. And I did want to go to the Majory place for one reason. I sold most of the stuff with Shantae, but there's still something I wanted to buy here. I like being a favorite customer. And well, I'm gonna need good karma if I go murder somebody. I'll be honest here. Oh, there's Sujit. Hello, Sujit.
you!
Sujit is so happy that you found him and brought him back to his master. You're welcome, Sujit. I like seeing people being happy. Alright, polymorphing person. I'm tall at last. Yeah, I feel ya. Oof. Holy shit, can I buy more than one bag of holding? Alright, this is power beyond which I don't know what to deal with. Alright, well I only need one. For now. Holy shit. I have a source of bags of holding. I have a source of bags of holding, guys. I can't be trusted with this. This is too much. This is too much power. I could, when I run out of space in one bag of holding, I could buy another bag of holding. At least I can't teleport to this place. Buy another bag of holding. I have to go the old-fashioned way. But alright, let's see. So, Temple of Lathander. There we are. Let's report to Liam and tell him what's going on in Sun Mist territory. Or not Vampire Land. Still annoys me that my character is not wearing boots when he is wearing boots. He is not a hobbit, he is a halfling.
Hello.
You returned, my friend. What news have you regarding the malady affecting the farmers to the south? Strange happenings in the south, Liam. It seems a necromancer had assumed the mantle of a local creature of myth and legend, a huge vampire bat called Gothma. I'm familiar with the myth of Gothma the Great. It's a favorite told by farmers gathered around the campfires at night. So why did the necromancer assume the mantle of a vampire bat? He required more test subjects for his experiments in zombification, and thus allowed the farmers to think the grave were exhumed due to a local infestation of vampires. I see. So what became of this foul necromancer? I convinced him to conclude his experiments and vacate the premises. I'm a favorite customer here too. Though it may have been more judicially prudent to slay the fellow and let the punishment for the crime, I understand your desire to avoid additional bloodshed. I thank you for all you've done, traveler, and I gift you with this medallion that hereafter names you a favorite of Lathander. Oh, cool. Thank you. Hey, did what's her name give me something and I just missed it? When she named me a favorite person too? Vladimir. I don't think she did. That's okay. I sold her a lot of shit. Ah, yes. I turned down one. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay, thank you, Liam. I'm glad I was able to help out. Okay. Let's see what he has to sell. Of course. Know that with your favorite of Lathander's status, you receive a healthy discount without affecting our donations to the needy. Here are the items I have for sale. Oh, how nice of him. I mean, still pretty expensive, but still, it is quite nice. Quite nice. And the kits might be useful. Oof. I'm not quite at a place where I can afford any of these. But the Amulet of Health is a nice thought. Look at that. Immunity to level drain. What does this one even do? Oh, no. That is a nice one. Okay, so I have cleared away a quest. Alright, so got a few more I can tackle pretty quickly. I'm a favorite of two gods. That's quite nice. Okay. So now I think I was going to go to the Blackstone Inn, and I was going to see about telling poor Davy that his father's off the hook. And also seeing if that guy who tried to lead me into a trap is there. Because that, I'd kind of like an answer from that guy. I would, indeed. I don't mind falling into a trap, but I'd like an answer afterwards. Davy!
Hello there.
Hi again, mister. Did you have any luck with Vladimir? He'll leave your father alone now. You didn't hurt him, did you? Nope. I just did something for him in exchange for wiping your father's slate clean. Yippee! I don't know how to thank you. No one ever cared a lick for me and my dad before. Just try to keep your dad away from the gaming tables. Since my died, gambling's been the one thing to keep my dad going. But I guess it's better than turning to the bottle, but not by much. I promise to keep my dad away from the cards and dice, mister. I best run along and tell him the good news. Good luck to you both. Ah, 500 gold. Or experience. I like experience. How far am I from next level? Not far. Not far. Now, Strand, Gilgamesh, Black Bill O'Shaughnessy. Ah, that one fellow. Was it the other? Was it the other one I met him at? I don't recall now. Huh. I honestly don't recall where I met the guy. I guess I could check the other tavern just in case.
My greetings.
Okay. Daggerford is a nice place, isn't it? I wonder what I could get my stronghold. Probably have to move on with the main plot, and I'm probably doing all of my side plots so that once I move on with the main plot, I'll have like 10 minutes with my stronghold, and then the game will be done. But that happens sometimes. Alright, so do I want to go to the Western Farmlands or the Lizard Marsh? I'm gonna go to the Western Farmlands first. Because I want to talk to those people whose father had an interesting fate. But actually, before I do that, I am going to pause and take care of some business. Mostly I'm going to get a snack, a drink, and let nature call. So I'm going to set up my away message. Folks are welcome to get their own snacks and so on. I'll be back soon. And I'll even run an ad. Hello again. Sorry to take so long. That took longer than I planned. But, I enjoyed it. So, let me make sure I am back onto my screen. And ready to go. I had a very nice sandwich for a snack. Probably a bit too big to call a snack, really. Oh well. Bitter's very good. Well, anyway, I want to find out what's going on in this place. Because as I recall, he partied to wake the dead. I'd met a mausoleum caretaker named Morse Ulgund, who says that the corpse of Elveron Bricket is on the loose. He says the man's sisters were present at the time of his demise, so I should travel to their estate. Before I left, Morse handed me some holy water, because that might come in handy. So I feel like this could be an interesting experience. Let's find out. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Well, I can go inside this time. I couldn't before. The Bricket House. Oh, well, seems like there's a party.
Strange that this Elverone fellow's sisters would throw a party so soon after his demise.
I don't know. There are certain relatives. Just kidding.
Well met.
I heard Elveron threatened to write both sisters out of his will. Good thing he died before he got a chance to go through with that. Oh.
I bid you hello.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
I greet you.
The Bricket sisters throw a wonderful party, don't you agree?
Greetings.
I suppose I do. Let's talk to them. Elisine and Muriel.
Well, hello.
Forgive me, but I'm a bit busy preparing the refreshments. Please speak with my sister Muriel. I'll be along shortly. Alright, well let's look. Her skin and hair are both white, as if all color has been suddenly drained from her. This woman's hair is neatly pinned back over her bald forehead.
I greet you.
Oh, hello. You must be friends of Alicine's. Don't believe we've met. My name is Muriel. Welcome to the Bricket family homestead. This plump, jolly woman seems to be enjoying herself beyond measure. So I could try to bluff her, or I could say I'm an old friend of their deceased brother. And I've come to pay my respects. Let's say that. Friend of Elveron's? How strange. Her brother didn't keep many friends, and those he did have passed on years ago. Would you mind telling me who you really are? Who I am is not nearly as important as to why I've come. Which is... I'm here on urgent business for Morris Ulgrund. An undertaker? What manage of urgent business could that be? Your dead brother has apparently vacated the Bricket family tomb. What? The blood drains from Muriel's face as if she's just beheld her dead brother's ghost, but she quickly regains her composure. This is all nonsense and poppycock. How dare you come into our home and trouble us this way? Muriel, is this man upsetting you? I was merely explaining to your sister how your newly departed brother, Elveron, seems to have vacated the family tomb. Oh, I see. I suppose his corpse just strolled out of Daggerford Cemetery and is on his way here right now, eh? Seems like a lovely party. I'd hate for him to miss it. I love some of the responses in this one. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I shall not hear another word. Come, Muriel, let us retire to our rooms before we are goaded into making a scene in front of our guests. Should I save some tea and crumpets for Elveron? Alright, well, this is interesting.
I greet you.
I remember that time Elveron complained to the magistrate that his sisters were plotting to kill him. What a complete lunatic. I think they did kill him.
Greetings.
If you leave, maybe the sisters will come back down and enjoy the party. I doubt it.
I bid you hello.
Well, I'm not leaving. I'm exploring. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's a door this way. Oh, it goes outside. Well, never mind. Let's go back in. This is fascinating. It's a murder mystery. Let's see. We can go up or down. Let's save. Actually, I should do a formal save rather than a quick save. Yes. Corpse gone walking. Weekend at Bernie's. Only slightly different.
It seems I can't.
Interesting. Does it require a lock? There we go. Don't know why that hung up right there, but that's okay. A specific key is required. Let's go upstairs. See what there's to find. Those girls are very nervous. Muriel is right here, and she appears to be... Oh, you again. I was just cleaning some dead branches off the windowsill. Did you collect here so? Well, I suppose it's time I saw to my guests. I trust you'll show yourself out, and would ask that you not dawdle up here long. Spot. Ah, she just got rid of some evidence, didn't she? Let's go outside and see if we can figure out what that it was. Oh, we're not done yet. But I do want to figure out what that was. Okay, come on. Hey, idiots! Out of the way.
Yes? Is there
Stop it.
something you...
Let's continue on. I'll talk to you about your backstories later. Right now, we have a plot to solve. So there's something outside here. Let's see. There we are. A vial of poison. Dropped out the window. Interesting. Let's go back upstairs, see what we find. So we found the vial of poison that she dropped out the window. She's not very good at this, is she? Not a criminal mastermind, that one. Maybe the other one is. Or maybe not. Let's find out. Let's look around. This is quite clever. I like this.
It seems I can't.
Ah. There's definitely something here to explore. Huh. Why couldn't you? That's weird, but okay. Prying up the loose floorboard, you find a somewhat tattered leather book and a key. Take it. Elvern's journal. Written at the top of this leather-bound tome, in a rough, barely legible hand, are the words Elveron's journal. From the contents, you surmise this to be the last of a series of journals kept by the late Elveron Bricket. Of the entries you can make out, most detail his increasing conflict with his two sisters, Muriel and Illicene, who he describes as money-grubbing loafers and unworthy of bearing the name Bricket. Some entries even hint at plotting by Muriel and Illicene to undercut his authority. However, not all of the entries deal with his scheming sisters. One entry in particular shows a more poignant side to Elveron Bricket as he mourns the failed outcome of a youthful relationship. When shall it end, this pain I feel? I am cursed, it seems, to think upon her loveliness for the rest of my days and beyond. I can still see her face ringed with sunlight as her jade-colored eyes met mine for the very first time. Ours would have been a joyful union had her father not forbade us from seeing one another. The last day I beheld her face, oh, the pain of it still stings me to my core. She was so lovely, pure elven maid of the wood. Tears filled her eyes, and she gave me the necklace. I vowed to keep it close, and it's a vow I shall take with me to the grave. Oh. Oh, I see. They stole the necklace. That's why he's coming back. If only they were just a little less greedy, they might have made it out.
Right, I can do that.
Yeah, why couldn't you do the other door, Puffbin? That's alright. Alicine's journal. Across the top of this perfumed journal, written in a flowery prose, is the name Alicine Bricket. Most of the entries describe her ongoing feud with her brother Alvaron over management of the family estate and the repayment of various long-standing debts. However, one entry catches your eye. This specifically mentions Alvaron's death and funeral. I've got it. Alvaron's necklace is mine. The thing I've longed for since it first came into his possession. I don't believe anyone saw me either. I merely bent down over his coffin to give him a farewell kiss, slipped it in a fold of my dress. I really can be a proficient pickpocket when the need is great. Oh, the bliss I feel now is indescribable. To think I've managed to take from him in death the one thing he valued so much in life. It's one tiny morsel of revenge that I can nibble on daily until I, too, am committed to that musty old tomb. You deserve far worse than this, Elverin Brackett. But this will have to do for now. Oh, I think she caused some trouble, didn't she? Well, let's see what the other sister has to say. Let's look in her chest. Ah, just some stuff. I'm not going to steal that. I'm on a fact-finding mission. So we're going to go downstairs into the basement and see. I think Alicine might be in trouble. Okay. This is very fun. I like this a lot. Such a clever distinction from the usual quest, which I like too, don't get me wrong. But this is quite interesting. Oh, there he is. Oh dear. Alright. The corpse's eyes burn red with anger, its jaw set in grim defiance. Are you Alvaron Bricket? Alvaron. Who is Alvaron? You are, if you're the gent that strolled out of the Bricket family tomb. Bricket, yes, I know the name. I've come for Brickets. You come to see your sisters. Sisters, death to sisters. Why would you want to kill your sisters? Murdered me and stole a necklace, my necklace. Muriel put poison in food. Muriel the bewitcher, Muriel the deceiver. Alicine, cunning thief, took my necklace. It's awful, Alvaron. Yes, naughty evil sisters. Must have necklace. So what you really want is the necklace. Alright, yes, bring me necklace. And you leave the sisters in peace. Yes, leave in peace. Alright, I'll come back. Let's see if we can't make him happy. Hi, Reshke. I've had some fun. I solved a few more quests. But I hope you're doing well. Let's see, which quests did I solve? I solved the not vampires in Gillian's Hill. I did replace a painting. I was kind of sad about that. I honestly really would have liked to team up with him to get revenge on Vladimir, but that wasn't an option given to me. And I did want to save that kid and his family, so I did it after all. And now I'm investigating a murder. Oh. Don't lag on me, please. Thank you. So now I gotta get that necklace, which I know where it is now. Or I can just holy water the corpse. That just seems mean. Yeah. Ah, that's okay though. I mean, he seems like he'll land on his feet, that other guy. Alright, so let's talk to Alicine about the necklace, since I know she stole it.
Well, hello.
Be gone from my sight, you adventurer. Go bother Muriel. I'm busy.
I
Alright.
greet you.
I told you before that I have no interest in trading barbs with the likes of you. Please show yourself out, or I shall be forced to notify the proper authorities. I'll leave after I sampled the dwarven spoon, but let's be a dick. Alright, now let's annoy
I
her again.
greet you.
Alright, perhaps you'd be interested in hearing about a certain guest residing in the basement. In the basement, you say? Why would any of our guests wish to shuffle about in the house's dark and musty underbelly? I think this particular guest might find such comforting surroundings a comfort. I'll give you a hint. His name's an anagram for Revel, none. Which is appropriate since the revelry here is about to be cut short. Let's go with that one. What? But Elverin's dead. Alicine and I both watched him die. He supped on a bit of fish. On a poison fish, you mean. How did you know that? Mira's typically cheery voice takes on a more sinister and dire tone. I found the vial you tossed out the window. My suspicions of poison were confirmed when Elverin explained how he died. Seems you speak the truth. Somehow, against all odds, Elveron Bricket has returned. The woman quakes with fear. What is this man jabbering on about now, Muriel? Shall I summon the militia? And tell them how you stole your brother's necklace? And are an accomplice to murder? An accomplice to what? I just took the necklace. I mean, he wasn't going to need jewelry where he was going, but I never harmed a living soul in my life. Am I hearing this correctly? Elveron has returned from the grave because you stole his necklace. Alicine, how could you? I mean, you did murder him. At least I'm not a murderer. What are you going to do now? Muriel, kill me too? Oh, to think I was happy to see my brother gone. Now I'd do anything to have the two of you trade places. Oh, sister, don't say such things. I only meant to aid our family by... Say, wait a moment. What if we just give Elveron back the necklace? Maybe he'll return. Wherever he came from. Yes, I believe he would. Or it's worth a try. That's true. But it's worth a try. Then here, take this blasted thing. I'm glad to be rid of it. It's brought me nothing but bad luck. Cross your fingers and hope he's in a forgiving mood. I wonder if there's some authorities I can report them to. Alright, well, at least we can give the guy his necklace back. Hello, dude. I like this. This is fun. Alright. Here it is. Be at peace and return to the grave where you belong. Okay. So, I shall report back to Morris with the good news. Got a few things left to do. I did a few other things, see? Yeah, really. Well, you just have to make sure you stab them in the back and then they can't see you. Yep, because it must... Just reading it, it must be tough being a murderer in the Forgotten Realms when you never know if the victim will be a star witness. This is very true. I mean, between seances and other things. But like I said, that's why backstab is useful. You'd think thieves would have more, and probably why assassin's such a common, job title. Of course, then you get things like, well, actually, the god Baal stole the souls of all the assassins to strengthen them, and then you have R.A. Salvatore going, okay, yes, but my famous assassin character is not actually assassin. He's just these things that allow him to take the job of an assassin, but he's still alive. I remember that. That always struck me as really funny. Okay, beg pardon. Now, let's see. I do get to murder someone in Gillian's Hold, which doesn't really seem like a chaotic good thing to do, but he's bullying halflings, so fuck that guy. yeah, that's very true. And I mean, to be fair, I think when it comes down to to strict Forgotten Realms canon versus a good story, I would say that they should probably just stick with a good story. I like Artemis Entreri, so I don't think I don't really think they should kill him off just because of a particular setting event. And sometimes roll a pendant to Drist. Oh yeah, yeah, because there's no way he's a legal character no matter how you do it. That's okay. Honestly, this I always tend to think the stories are better read when they're just the stories. It's like the ones that are clearly retellings of campaigns suck, but when they start going far afield, then they're more fun. So, but it is funny. It's funny that they still feel like they have to try. Like they could have just put a paragraph in there going, "Look, Drist's a special case for the story. If you want to make a Drist, get your game master's approval." I play way too much White Wolf. And go with it. Technically, by the rules, you can't create a Drist, but you talked it out with your storyteller, your game master, your dungeon master, whatever, and you can do it. That'd be so much easier. There you go. There you go. Lit RPG was just ahead of its time. All right. Okay, so I can go into Lizard Marsh and get an all, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for a moment and report back into the Eastern Farmlands. The one downside is I always have to do subclasses or not subclasses, subquests before I do the main quest. So I feel like I'm going to spend all my time doing all the subquests, and only then am I going to get to the main quest when I get the stronghold, and I won't even get to enjoy it because I'll have moved through the entire plot before I get it. But that's okay. I'll enjoy it in theory. So let's talk to this guy. I know myself. It's just a thing I do. Alright, so where is that dude? I think he's over here. Hello, Morris, whatever your name is. They should have named you
Welcome, friend.
Alright. Have you managed to locate the lost cadaver? I have. Apparently Alvaron Brickett awoke from death to reclaim a necklace taken off his body by his sister Alice. You mean to say that kindly old woman robbed her dear brother of one of his prized possessions? I don't know what to say. Well, the other sister murdered him. You certainly earned your reward. Here's 250 gold pieces. Yeah. Now that this is over, you really should get out and get some sun. Alright. That was fun. That was a fun quest. I do wish I could tell the authorities about the murder of old woman, though. But that was fun. Warhammer 20k books are actually pretty readable, I find, as game tie-ins go. Probably helps that I have no idea how to play the actual game, so. And the most readable ones are clearly kind of pastiches of other things anyway. But still, it's fun. Then you read it, and every so often it's like, and then he revved up his chainsword, and you're like, only a man would have invented a chainsword. I'm sorry for the gender stereotyping. I'm just saying. Let's go here. Actually, to be fair, I probably should have gone to get the all first and then come back. I'm not a very efficient traveler. Oh, let's go murder a guy. Take the alignment, Doc, but you don't bully halflings. It's just not doable. I won't argue with it. If I get made slightly more evil because I assassinated the guy, I'm okay with that. All right. I think this is gonna be hard. Hello, Yantai. Oh yeah, I probably need to go closer.
I greet you.
Let's cut the chase. Millie Churgo sent me. Ah, the lovely Millie Churgo. How long has it been since I've had the pleasure of her company? 1, 2 years, perhaps? She's well, I hope. I assume you know why she sent me here.
Yes.
She wishes for you to slay me, and finally sever all ties with her former life in the Dale Lands. But aren't you the least bit curious why she wants me killed? Why can't you just leave them alone? Millie Churgo is not the syrupy, sweet dairy farmer that everyone thinks she is. I know her true nature, which is the main reason she wishes to have me killed. I'm listening. Churgo cheese is the most famous brand on the market for one simple reason. They are ruthless with the competition. Would it surprise you to know that you are not the first assassin hired by Millie to right a wrong? I admit, her orders seemed a bit cold and calculating. Millie Churgo is one of the most cold and calculated people I know. Ever since she inherited the family business, she sought to solidify the Churigo brand as the preeminent dairy product in all of Faerun. Accomplishing her goal meant doing away with her rivals, which is why she came to me for aid. She hired you to murder one of her competitors. She did, and I was well compensated for my part. However, I saw an opportunity to make a bit more. You told her you'd tell the authorities if she didn't meet your rather lucrative demands. Yes, that's correct. Unfortunately, Millie didn't find my terms agreeable and subsequently left the Dale Lands for parts unknown. So now you know the real Millie Churgo. Do you still wish to slay me? Alright. I'll pay you twice. That's a lot of money, but I honestly don't believe a word you said. Yeah, I'm probably inclined to side with the halflings. Fool, you had your chance, now prepared to feel the wrath of the Iron Throne. Shit. The only downside is I had to walk in the middle of these fuckers. Ooh. You are concealed. Alright, well. I don't really mind blowing up his door, so.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this guy's easier to kill than I Okay. I don't know if I. Yeah. Oh wait, I don't want to shoot Perf Bryn. Come on. He's my friend. God, I like not playing on hardcore. Of course, if I play Sands of Fate, they recommend playing that one on hardcore.
Oh.
I'm not gonna last long.
Taste steel, villainous wretch!
Fun fact? I am always glad to hear a fun fact. Since the refractors of the options user interface, I'm not sure I follow you, FHK.
I drink your blood!
Ah, okay. Killed them all. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Ah, well, hopefully they update that soon. I know there's that new patch that's supposed to be coming up, but I haven't. I've got a GOG version, so I'm not going to be using that patch for a while. No Tientai. Let's see what it says. A note from Porto Churigo reads. Ah, then we'd have to argue for months about whether it's a feature or a bug. Oh, I can see that. My mother grows suspicious, Yentai. Luckily for us, our business together is almost finished. I'm near to convincing her to abandon the dairy trade for good. With the money you've provided, I should be able to finalize my plans for building a cattle ranch. Oh, so the little asshole is a little asshole. I am shocked. Shocked. Well, maybe not that shocked. Alright, well, we've got this out of the way. We might want to rest, though. Can we rest in the shop? I don't think we can. Too bad. Oh gosh, look. I'm slowly wearing down my quests. See you soon, Rashke. tomorrow I think I'm gonna play it. Well, if I log on tomorrow, I often don't on Mondays. I'm probably gonna play Atelier Ronin, even though I said that was gonna be a weekend thing. I did not play it this weekend. Instead, I only played it Friday. I might play it on Monday though. I want to see if my why am I walking back and forth in circles? I do not know. But I want to see if my theory on how to succeed will turn out to be correct. There we go. All right. Now let's see about the Lizard Marsh and getting that guy's all back. Actually, would Torleth know anything about the other thing? Hi, Torleth. Sorry I, destroyed your career.
I bid you good day.
Oh. He's got melancholy and distress. Okay. I feel bad for this guy. I actually feel really bad now. I wish I could have. I wish I could have warned him. Poet song. Does not specifically say he's it says he's blind, but it doesn't say whether he's an elf or not. So I don't think this is the one we're talking about. But maybe. Ooh. There's a chance I could get ambushed on the world map. That's actually pretty juicy. What was a game that had that? I think didn't Dragon Age Inquisition have, or not Dragon Age Inquisition, like Dragon Age Origins. I feel like that had one. All right. Or you could travel around and occasionally get accosted. I remember that being fun. All right, so let's see. Let's go this way to the Lizard Marsh. Hello, sir. Thank you for assisting me. Past westward path. Can I go this way? Ah, there we go. Didn't find the trigger initially. Oh, the Wild Hills. That's new. Do I have a reason to go to the Wild Hills? Not necessarily. Can I not go from here? Okay, I guess I'm going to the Western Farmland. I'm going to try to go from there. Alright. But it is to the south, so maybe through here I can go to the... Like I'm going to be spending all my time trying to figure out what direction I go to get to places. I can't get to there from there either? Maybe west then? Well, there is no way to go west. How the fuck do I get to, Lizard Marsh? I don't understand. Maybe I have to go to the Wild Hills first, and then go to the Lizard Marsh. Okay. Alright. Well, since I just walked myself in a circle, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to reload so that I'm not wasting all that time. Probably doesn't really matter, but it's the principle of the thing. Hmm. All right. Anyway. Where the hell am I now? I guess I'm gonna go to the West Hill, to the Wild Hills, and then through to the marsh. I think. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Well, thank you for checking. Uh-oh. There are carrion crows around corpses. That's the problem. Not a good sign. Can I talk to them? No, I cannot, because I'm not a ranger. I appreciate the fact checking. That is helpful to know. What the fuck is that? It's a signpost. Oh, well. This looks like fun. Oh, and an ogre. Hello.
Ogres. Such vile creatures. Shall we put them to the sword?
You pay toll or you no cross. Okay, well, let's talk to them in a bit. I don't really want to murder people just because they happen to be ogres. On the other hand, ogres are annoying. So. But I try not to believe in always chaotic evil when I can avoid it. Pass southward. Oh, what's south? Let's peek our heads south and see if this goes anywhere cool. It does. Interesting. Okay. I am finding more places. There's a pretty good big chasm there. I can see why the ogres feel the need to demand a toll. Now, do I want to pay the toll? I guess it depends on how much they're asking for. It'd be funny if it were like in Ultima 7 Serpent's Isle, where the toll that they demand just keeps getting higher and higher no matter how much you have. But until or unless you go on a quest to get 1 gold bar, and they'll accept it. Even if they demanded far more from you in gold coins or nuggets. Nope, 1 gold bar. That was always kind of funny. Oh, there's a knoll. And a place to go in and look. Okay. I'm curious. There are all sorts of creatures that appear to be non-hostile that are usually hostile. I wonder why. Can I avoid murdering? I'd like to. I'd like to avoid murdering. I am chaotic good after all. Hello? The knoll's cruel dark eyes peer at you maliciously as it stifles a hyena-like laugh. This knoll ground, we spill blood to keep it safe. As much of ours until yours runs cold. Why haven't you attacked me? Then that enemy of ogre, maybe friend of Knoll. You like ogres? Sure, I guess. I hate ogres. Good, you speak with Rattlefang, our shaman in Knoll Cave. He hates ogres too. He's safe if you know start fighting or stealing here. Well, I can probably avoid starting to fight, but stealing is fun. Oh, we're in an entire Knoll fort right now. Now let's look around. Oh, it's a big cave. Hello, Knoll. Hello, other Knoll. Hello, Knoll.
Oh, what a stink! We should not deal with these foul hyenas.
Let's just see what they have to say, Regan. Regan, whatever your name is. Ah, there's a lot of stuff to potentially loot. Let's save and peek at what they got. See if it's worth looting. Fire arrows might be worth looting. Alright. The gnoll regards you with shining black eyes and a scarred and tattooed face. Those eyes hint at a greater cunning than is typical of these cruel, scavenging creatures. Why? We might put spears in your back and dance the laughing fire dance around your corpse. We ruled these hills and will again. You once ruled these hills? We used to have a bridge outpost. Best stronghold in hills, with bridge to collect toll from travelers. Ogres take our bridge, make us run and hide in cave. I guess I could help you with that. Help us. You want to help us. You kill ogres on bridge. That our bridge, not ogre bridge. What would you do for me? You kill all ogres and we take bridge back. We let you cross, no bridge anytime, no toll. You befriend gnolls. Yeah, sure, why not? Good. I wait for news of Greg's death and all his tribe. Now let's see what the ogres say. Maybe they'll be willing to make a deal. I do like the option of getting to hear what my would-be victims have to say. I liked getting to talk to the shopkeeper and choose my side. Of course, I'm gonna have to tell Millie that her son is gnoll for flammable. Probably. I feel like it probably is. Also, so are ogres. Hello, gnolls. Oh, a north path. Where does the north path lead? Does it lead anywhere cool? I do not know. I would like to see. I mean, it's always possible that the ogres will be willing to be friends, and then I'll have to make a choice. Or it's a work. Well, you seem to be less fun. And a door? Hello? Oh. This could be wrong. Hey, you dick.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That was not my best showing. Let's see what's in the cave. A work cave. All these caves look the same.
For gold
Reminds me
and...
of playing Dragon Age.
Ha!
Which is still actually my favorite Dragon Age game. I just think it's fun. I decided it makes perfect sense if you figure somewhere along the way Kirkwall's idiot upper echelons decided architecture was a form of magic. Alright. Ah, they keep wanting to give me another level of rogue. Well, that may be recommended, dear. I don't want it. I got one level of rogue, and that's fine. I mean, a part of me is kind of intrigued by the idea of being a sorcerer, rogue, shadow dancer, but that would require too much planning around that, and I only wanted weapons finesse. Alright, let's see. One. Hey, can I get one more third level? I can. Alright. There's no other fire spells, so I'm gonna go with Find Trap because sometimes my asshole gnome friend is not good at it. Ghostly Visage. That's actually pretty useful. And level 4. I should go with Wall of Fire for roleplay purposes. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Well, on the plus side. You've been wondering something for a while and trying to figure out how to ask questions without sounding anything like a Twitch user. But all right, well, I'm playing a sorcerer right now, so that's and mostly because I just don't have a lot of protective spells at the moment. I did have mage armor, but it seemed to be redundant with whatever I had, so I just haven't picked a lot of them because this character's roleplay is basically fire. But to be fair, if I picked defensive spells and actually used them, as I just bought one, finally, I would probably do better. Now for Vipsania, when I was playing her, I actually was using some defensive spells. I just had them all loaded up into because I had the staff from Shadows of Undertide, which I had loaded. I think it was Minor Globe of Invulnerability, Stone Skin, and something else. So I just clicked that once and get them. And I had the Drow Sequencer Robe, which had it did not have premonition until you told me premonition was awesome. And then I put premonition on there and that helped a lot. So thank you for that, by the way. And I think one of the spell mantles and something else was loaded into the robe. So Vipsani actually used a lot of protective spells. Eric does not, partially because of roleplay and partially just because I'm an idiot who forgets that they exist, and also did not select them because I selected a whole bunch of offensive fire spells for roleplay reasons. But 99% of the time it's because I'm an idiot who forgets protective spells exist. But I did buy Ghostly Visage this time, so I do intend to have one protective spell on going forward. So we'll see if this helps. Probably will. And I don't mind. I don't mind having you ask questions like that. That is not. That is not a problem to me. Now, if you're like, well, you're an idiot who never uses that, I might get a little offended, even though it's probably true. But if it's just a nice question, I don't mind that. And honestly, the you're an idiot is probably correct, but you know, it's the principle of the thing. Oh, fuck. Let's not like walk. Now you also might ask, why do I walk straight into ambushes like this? And that I don't have an answer for you. That is because, except again, I'm a moron and forget how to play this game on a regular basis. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see if these temporary defensive spells actually help. I didn't die right away, so that's good. Wow, words are not very sturdy, are they? I definitely need to remember to keep Ghostly Visage on though, because that is nice. I'm also looking forward to the next time I get a level 4 spell to getting a Minor Globe of Invulnerability.
For honor and
I just
duty!
haven't because I felt like roleplay wise I kind of need to get Wall of Fire, even though it's kind of
For honor and duty!
Seriously? Fucking hell. Okay, I lived. Yay. It would have been funny if I... Oh, fucking. That guy. That guy exists. Okay, well that guy needs to die now. Would have been funny if I explained all that and then probably died. Really, you asshole? Okay. Oh, so you were playing a multiplayer game and the young wizard joined your game. Adventured through most of chapter 1. Oh, I don't have that spell. I only get 2 per level. Oh. Only 2 per level? This seems low. Oh, he didn't know? Oh no, poor guy. Well, at least now, at least now he knows. I hope he hadn't been wasting the scrolls, because if he has them, that's great. But if he'd been using them as a one-shot instead of learning them, oh, that would be very unfortunate. Ooh, natural armor +2. Let's switch that up. I think it's always good to ask. I mean, the worst thing that they could tell you is it's for an idiot roleplay reason, and then you got to decide whether or not you want to continue to play with someone who's actively trying to fuck the group over. But I don't know. When I was younger, I was definitely one of those role players who'd be like, "Oh, I'm definitely doing this, this, and this for my role play, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with it." And as I get older, I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, that was a dick move, and I should probably pick my role play to be better with the group." And so now I try to do that more. But for something like this, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? Oh, okay, more works. All right, well, we can deal with this, I guess. Spells. Try not to die. I might die.
Say hello to my crossbow.
Yeah. Now I'm single playering here, so my idiot roleplay isn't hurting anybody but me. So that's why all of my sorcerer spells tend to be very offensive. I do still gotta get a nice pack of heads because that face is just unfortunate. I was looking through the Neverwinter Vault, and there are a few packs that look promising, but most of them, of course, are like human and halfling or human and elf heads. Now, I guess theoretically, I could learn how to model, and I could shrink a human head to a halfling, and that might be option 476, but not anytime soon. Well, that's true. That's true. I'm just saying, I think if you're playing with other people, then you probably should tailor your roleplay to accommodate other people without seriously inconveniencing them. I mean, there's fun inconveniencing them, and that's oh well, I appreciate that. There's fun inconveniencing them, but that's something like everyone should be agreeing on first. Like there's a balance with when you're playing a character that's like I hate everybody. It's like, all right, but we probably should kind of account for the idea that you're good. Please develop a soft spot for the rest of the group, because otherwise this is going to be really unpleasant. That's true. And to be fair, I'm lucky. I've never been in a D&D type group where people were hideously competitive. We playfully competitive sometimes. If there's like two wizards in the group playfully competing over who gets the scroll of the nice spell, that we might do. But I've never had a group that was really assholeish about it. And for the most part, we don't tend to play characters that screw each other over, unless we've talked about it first. There's kind of a running thing where we're like, okay, yes, we know your character is gonna run and hide on the first moment that there's battle. We know that my character is gonna be utterly useless in battle. My most famous character moment was throwing a gun at something and missing, and it went into the ocean. And that was my character's most useful moment in combat. Needless to say, he was not very useful in combat. I still get teased about that now. But I maintain it made perfect sense at the time. That's okay. That was also the character that talked to a farm wife into becoming a widow. We control bridge now. take from stupid gnomes. They can't stop Grunk and their ogre tribe. Well, they confirmed that they stole this from the gnomes, so really, of the two of them, I should probably side with the gnomes, because it was theirs first. Okay, ogre bridgekeeper, you stop. The hulking ogre leans down to regard you, accompanied by a nauseating stench of rotten milk and horrendous body odor. His arrogant smile consists of a few yellow and broken teeth. You want to pass our bridge? You pay the toll. How much is the toll? 200 gold. That's ridiculous. You know what happens to them not pay toll? You put them in a pot, cook them up, and give them to King of Ogres. I can't pay the price. Alright. Can we make a deal? You go find gnolls and kill them. Alright. I don't think so. I'm putting an end to your operation. Okay. Well, now that they've told me to go murder the gnolls, I feel better about killing them. I'm like that.
For honor and duty!
Oh shit, I forgot. And this is the other reason I don't put on my defensive spells, because I fucking forgot. God, I miss having those secret zeros. You don't have to concentrate when you're using secret zero. And look at me, I'm already dying. Alright. There we go. That is one thing I'm not a big fan of with this game, is how many of the combats are brought during dialogue when I am like right in the line of fire. I might like to ambush them a bit more, please and thank you. But then again, it's my fault, because I could have just tossed a fireball at them without talking to them.
No! The great prize!
Relax, Perfin, you're fine. I'm also half dead. Oh crap. I did not replenish my potions while I was did I? I keep forgetting. Alright, let's just hit that with a flame arrow first. Seriously? Come on, you fucker, die already. There we go. Alright. Let's go over here and rest. There we go. We rested at the bottom of the bridge. They did not come after us for some reason. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. I think after I'm done with this part, though, I'm gonna end up calling it a night. Oh my. This is a nice bridge. Alright.
You shall find a quick death!
Alright. Good night, Rashke. I should make another point redemption that's just remind me to put a fucking defensive spell up. I feel like that would be one that people would do. Just because they're sick of me being an idiot.
Go!
Stop disrupting my spells, you fucking jackass. Alright. I do have a few more. Let's use those first. There's a less.
With all the tolls these ogres collected, there could be some interesting things in that tower, yes?
I mean, the guy might be right. So I think this tower will be my last venture for the night. That is a small tower. It's about the size of one ogre. I suspect there will be more ogres inside.
For gold
Only
and, gold!
I mean, fair. I can argue with that one. Yeah, that worked. Are there stairs that go down? This seems like a very small tower.
Yeah!
Ha!
Oh, fuck. I should probably pay attention to which one I am. No, just not. I'm the little one. Alright. Oh. Oh, I'm on the other side of the tower. Dipshit. It is possible that I might need to do this. Oh, and actually, for that matter, let's switch out the gauntlets of appraisal, which are quite nice, don't get me wrong. And put on some armor +2. Alright.
Break your bones!
I do like that word, Friday. Break your bones.
Yeah!
Alright. Okay. There's a few things here.
Ah, this pack is heavier than I am.
Alright, well, we probably should switch that over to someone much stronger. Okay, there we are. Club. Large shield. Remains. Wars of the creator races. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm actually a little surprised that the ogre has a book. I suppose you never know, though. Sometimes people will surprise you. I should not. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, this is fun. Except I'm all out of fireballs.
Break your bones!
And I
You
don't
better have some coin on you after all this trouble.
Alright. Oh, there's more stuff. Okay.
Yeah!
Fuck. I meant to give it to her. No. Well, theoretically one to her. Alright. Well, let's try this again. Rest. That worked. Alright. Ah, it did not go to her. Let's give it to her. Hello, friend. Please carry this bastard sword for me. That's probably not worth anything. Okay, whatever. we're going down. Oh, there's a dagger. Let's steal the dagger. It's all cheap stuff, but you never know. Sometimes. Favorite book. PC properties. Oh, that's what I should ask Rashke the next time they're on. Is what the fuck the PC properties thing is. I remember it from Diamond Edition, but I don't remember seeing it quite as often. So I'll have to remember to ask later. Alright. Well, is there a Gurk in here? There's an Ogre Mage in here. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. I can already tell. Can I get both of them from here? If I aim right about here.
Break your bones!
Not bad. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should try it. You know? Maybe I was wrong about that wall of fire being useless. Right now, doesn't seem too bad.
Break your
For
bones!
honor and duty!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's my guy. Let's kill my guy. Oh. Up. Perfect, got him. Taking a toll. Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize that guy was still alive. That's my fault. Come to think about it, I also forgot to put on Visage again. Dumbass. Ooh, double axe plus 2. Reagan, if you would please. I know. You are now overloaded again. That's okay. You can teleport, it's fine. A fish. Well, if you are very hungry, a fish is quite the treasure. Actually, I kind of want sushi. I should check my work schedule tomorrow, see if I have time to go to the sushi restaurant for lunch. I'm guessing probably not, but you never know. I'll go couple. That's a treasure I've never seen before.
This pack is heavier than I am.
Sweetheart, of course it's not. But let's see. Now, I did want to...
This pack is heavier than I am.
I do like how the game knows you're a halfling, apparently, with that particular voice set. There we are. Let's see. 1. 2. 3. There we go. 3. Killing kisses are always nice. If
Right.
maybe.
I can do that.
Well, actually, technically, so can I, but we'll let him do it. Glad to click that. Tiger skin. Nice. It's not a lot of gold in that sack, but that's okay. Okay. So, is there another way out of here? This first. Let's ghostly visage myself. I will get in the habit of doing that. Perhaps I will even get more defensive spells I can put on. Ah, I didn't actually notice that was even down there. That's funny. Okay, well, that was my own fault. I could have gotten in a easier way. But let's go report to the gnolls, and then we'll save. Might have to kill the gnolls. I hope not, though. I'd rather not murder people just because they're in my way. I mean, the ogres, well, the gnolls asked me first, and the ogres wanted me to kill the gnolls, so. And of the two, I find gnolls slightly cuter. I'm shallow occasionally. I like these little cairn cave type things. Okay. Hello, gnolls. I would prefer not to murder you. Vital thing. You could front it, gnolls. We take our bridge back. You're free to cross anytime. No toll. Okay? Well, that was quite nice. I'm west of them, I think. Okay. Well, we're gonna save for the night. As I got shit I gotta do. There we go. And here we are. So let's figure out who I can raid with one of you. That's alright though. Sometimes you just raid with one. Dance with the fellow who brought ya. Also gotta give him cat permits. Kitty cat medication. Let's see. You know who I haven't raided a long time? I have not raided Lilith Hobo. They are chilling with their musical experience, so I think I'm gonna go tell them hello. Assuming it lets me. I think it will. Well, have a good night.